Nuke to start. The tactician's delight. Plenty of nades for NaVi. Their map choice, and want to get tricky with it out the gates. Smoke nade for JL, destined for the door. That blown off. More pressure towards the top side. Jewel Lee's on ZywOo, and he's pressured.
Oh, a lot of early pressure. JL out squeaky. Pressure applied, and down goes ZywOo. Good work from JL. That's a double entry, but Mezzi, he's found the same in defense of the site. A third from Mezzi. An outstanding start for the Brit. Responsible for that site and does what ZywOo couldn't with a triple kill, keeping it interesting. Flames is tussling with trouble. IEM no Kev and 41 points of health.
Apex is down towards B. Oh, and that's a big goosh. Going to confirm it. The bomb is down towards the top side. The leader having to rotate over, but IEM, he's the one on the hunt.
This is incredibly proactive from IEM. A little risky, but it's definitely going to catch Apex as he looks to try and climb the ladder silently. Wonderful, just needs to live, just needs to be, oh, he hasn't! It all falls to IEM. They both depart the site. No kid available, he's behind them both. IEM! Oh no! He's let it go! A golden opportunity, but vitality prevail.
A lot going through IEM's head in that moment. It's a risk to try and make a maneuver like that in the environment of a stage setting. You worry. Does the whir, does the atmosphere give you away? You take your shots and you miss. Beautiful defense to the top side from Mr. Merriman. The Brit unloads early, and he is going to have an important role anchoring down that A site round after round. A very winnable opportunity.
It's not how you want to start off your grand final for IEM. He's going to have to shake that off.
And not with the form that he is in. It's not characteristic of the IEM that we've known to come and love over the course of Cologne. Aggressive stance out towards Yard. ZywOo pressed up, drops back now that the smoke wall has dotted, and the desk was talking about the head-to-head between IEM, T-side taking Yard space, and Apex, in-game leader, tasked with that very quadrant of the map. IEM will be able to get down with the space necessary. The rest of NaVi towards lobby. Flamesy, they're going to test him, flash and go.
XCB first victim, but it's immediate back from Bit. Apex, he pushes the Flames, he wants to stand, he wants to deliver! And a double kill from their leader has saved them from ramp being lost. Bomb now falls, and so do the hopes of NaVi converting this second round force buy. Just one man and his Deeg. And Spinks exposed, a couple of shots shy. Spinks chipped away at, oh, he keeps hitting the body. Spinks runs him down on the reload. And JL next.
Huge double from the leader, pushing through the Flames, taking a risk. 10 years he's been in pursuit of this trophy. When they beat Saw, he said, pretty good time for a life game. Well, there's no reason that once entry fragger turned in-game leader can't step up. Plays a very key position, and there's similarities between the defenses of these two teams on Nuke. Alexi also playing the Yard position as the in-game leader. Vitality getting off to a 2-round start. It should be the third.
Perfect positions for it. ZywOo distracts, Apex prepares to engage and does activate to find Alexi.
I think it was interesting with the interviews in the lead up to the final getting underway, how the teams were characterizing one another. Alexi in the interview said they've practiced against Vitality a lot. They're explosive. Mezzi, when he was questioned, labeling NaVi as structured, and I think that's a fair surmise, but both crediting the individuals on either side hitting hard. We wouldn't find ourselves with this grand final on our screens if that wasn't to be the case. And NaVi yesterday, not only was that structure in play, it was the clutches, it was the individuals as the difference makers to get it done in a 2-0 fashion. Mouse pushed them. Vitality had a walk in the park against Saw.
IEM has actually managed to find one with that Deeg, searching Yard. And another! Oh, IEM!
This round's on, baby!
Oh, it very well could be. He's already taken 2 down. ZywOo empty-handed. And with, what? Another one from Wonderful! Hold your horses, JL and IEM. In a 2 versus 2, Flames has got a real opportunity to make this awkward.
Down the vent.
Dips down the vent, but Spinks has got him. That could have got very uncomfortable for Vitality. It already has in the loss of 3 rifles, but it's better that it still reads 3-0.
A little bit wobbly with the finances going forward. That's a good showing from NaVi that the pistols can be on for the individuals, just as we were talking about them. Another big question is ZywOo. 2019, his rookie year, this arena, grand final appearance, MVP, but a loss to Liquid.
Those are always very tough.
Rifles are out. NaVi, are you going to try and put a bit of pressure on these rotating elements? Apex being one of them, Spinks being your door guy. You're also going to have ZywOo floating around with the AWP, starting towards Secret, gets a chance to take out Bit.
Bit and him as potential victims. The smoke wall has been erected, but ZywOo's got nothing to report.
Look at the radar. Vitality have completely given up that ramp control.
In exchange, they try and fight for Hut. JL comes out with a nice opening kill. That's Mezzi down and out. Now Flames has to react, and he does well. Takes the head off of the fin towards Squeaky Door. Now ZywOo will activate for his first. Bit could have been his next, but a missed shot forces Flames to react. Comes and activates to help him from heaven. JL gets that bomb and takes the site. Wonderful in support, has to cover heaven, has to cover main. Spinks will wait for his teammate. A flashbang from Flames, gonna be their way in.
ZywOo has so much utility to make this possible, but he's coming up the vent.
Oh, JL could be in real trouble here. He actually opts for the smoke. He had the incendiary cocked, and so JL will catch ZywOo. And now it's NaVi's round for the taking. JL and Wonderful turn it on its head. Only Spinks remains. A hard clear onto Wonderful. Lovely find. Time sensitive for Spinks. Does have that kit. Knows where JL is. What do you do? Can JL outwit him here? Bait the shot. Hit the shot. JL is zoned in, locked in for NaVi.
He's a big stage player. Not a lot of them under his belt, but a major MVP. He makes impact when they need it. More than a dent off of this one, and it comes down to the clutch. Something he was bringing in buckets and spades, and that one right there, ZywOo. Not sure why he's opted for the rotate through vent. He popped his head up Secret. He could have come through main. Right. The util would have been a whole lot easier to throw.
That's true. Little second guessing on ZywOo, a little bit of indecision, which you cannot have in Counter-Strike, especially at these high pressure rounds.
Vitality Force. Funds already low. ZywOo with the only rifle. 3 SMGs and a 5.7 in the hands.
Testing Hut. Oh, and Bit goes down. Needed that. Wonderful. Stops that from going horribly wrong. Flames, however, takes the space. As they depart lobby, he enters it. There is a perfect opportunity for him to have the element of surprise, but Wonderful. His eyebrows ain't raised. He saw that one coming. ZywOo's there as well, but it's just the one for the Frenchman. A one-round game now, a lead for Vitality, but humbled.
Hard work done. Vitality down to just the pistols. Should be NaVi looking to convert their third. And in consecutive fashion.
They're chanting his name, Chad. Wonderful. In a NaVi jersey. We describe him as this young talent, but where did this guy come from? To be already competing as the world #1.
Yeah, you throw that to a lot of the names on NaVi, don't you?
Really? I mean, JL, the major MVP, sure, but we weren't talking about his name. If you tapped out 5 years ago, you probably weren't sure.
Well, a bit of a missmoke there. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Imma with the Gamer Legion performance.
Yeah.
In the loss to Vitality back in Paris. Bit, of course, can't stop talking about him. And Alexi said he was lost. Well, now he's found in the NaVi jersey. The best of 5 is a bit of an issue for Alexi, but this would probably be the best roster he's had. Actually, no, I'd say it is.
Yeah, not long ago, Wonderful was just a name on the Face-It high scores. And now look at him on this grand final stage, up against Vitality, up against ZywOo.
Good util work, making sure that these pistols either have to move.
Oh, that's
a second.
a lot of damage. Spinks and Flames with just the USP, and now another body drops. It's pistols, and it's a 2-on-2. Does this go wrong? It could have. Alexi flicks up in time, saves himself.
They know where Spinks was.
He had the bomb, Chad. That is really the kill that may have saved them here. Sure, it's actually quite scary. Long range Mac 10 puts Immer on notice, but NaVi, they weather the storm.
All right, well, both teams within the first 6 rounds of play have had some issues with pistols.
Yeah, that's true.
The dig was with NaVi, and now something a little bit lighter from Vitality, and Extaz, his opportunity to get on the microphone before the guns come back out. AWP not available for Zywoo. Desk discussing how he's more than happy to operate with the rifles in hand. I think in the previous rifle round, I like what Vitality did. They sold ramp, they grouped up. When NaVi went to hit the top side, there were so many Vitality bodies ready. Flamesy was the ramp player already up ladder, dueling towards top, which would have been a surprise for NaVi. It was just the post plant. It was the number advantage retake that I think Vitality misplayed. JL, you don't have a gun, bud.
That is necessary. You will need one of those.
Time to go back, purchase one. No dramas there, but off the back of the timeout, just forgetting that little detail.
So focused on the conversation at hand.
This is very top focused.
Yeah, they want to test this top side hold, and Apex Spinks find themselves there as well. So right resources here. Spinks right close to receive, but they've already gone past him. Overlooked completely. Messi's going to be screaming. He's top. He got past you. Spinks, what can you do? Finding one on the door. Now Zywoo's found himself a double, and look at that. It's a shutdown. Triple from the Woo.
Apex likes the way that feels because, again, another round with a good call. They know what was coming. Think about all the bodies that were there. Sure, Spinks plays anti-flash. They get into the top side, but there's so many individuals there to respond. Apex was playing towards main. He was harassing Zywoo up the ladder. They weren't biting on the fact that it was going to be a yard play, which is why Apex is celebrating. Not only is it a good round to win, it's one where he feels that they have made the right call on where they should stack. Now, we can accredit that to Extaz. He's the one who called the timeout. We'll give him that one there, and that has forced NaVi into one of their own. So Blade, he's going to take the opportunity. Not liking how that one feels. And if it's the mind games of who's reading who, what comes next, what does the mastermind himself have in store?
Yeah, I mean, that reaction from Apex, it tells me so much. It's a man determined. Paris major champions, Copenhagen major champions on the other side of the stage. There's pedigree here. Of course, a different look for Vitality, now trying to replicate in CS2.
A couple of new names in the mix.
Most definitely, but Apex, he's not. He's been around the block. Zywoo's been sent to go hunting out yard. He'll be the one responsible for providing the answers as to what NaVi are sending this way towards the yard position. Supportive util, chip damage, Immer. Walking wonky, multiple bodies advancing. Whose responsibility is to check this smoke? This feels like it's a death sentence for Alexi. Caught with his nades in his hands, but Zywoo can't close. Alexi gets his gun out just in time, finds the Frenchman's head, and now Apex catches Immer looking the wrong way through with a smoke 4-on-4, and it could change quick because Apex catches another onto Bit. What's going on here? NaVi just walking into him.
Yeah, tough start for Bit. 1-8. One of these players you're going to turn to on the NaVi side, the one who has lifted the trophy for Cologne. Compromised circumstances. From the hotel, not the cathedral.
Oh, we're definitely back here now.
Well, he knows what it's like to lose in this environment. The FaZe barn burnout 2022, only a couple years ago, but a two-man in the dirt, Immer and Bit. We turn to Alexi, JL, and Wonderful. Now, the bomb was spotted on Alexi out towards yard with that initial fight, but that was a long time ago. Flamesy starting to have a little look. This is a deep clear onto JL. And time starting to run thin. 25 on the clock. They need to get a move on.
Yeah, this is risky. But if they can get past the Soul defensive, I say Soul 2 now. Flames is around as well. Apex burrow deep in dark. 15 seconds. They're going to start going loud. Hoping JL can catch one on the vent rotation. He has managed to catch Spinks, but Apex has won the round with that one. Takes him down. It's Vitality again. This CT side looking promising. That's 2 consecutive gun rounds.
Important there, right? This is the round where they had the advantage. They didn't fumble it like we saw last time round. Their sights weren't given up. And a good division of labor. Lots of questions. Didn't overstep the mark with their aggressive maneuvers other than this one. You feel ZywOo should have had that one dead to rights. His teammates will make good. Apex with another multi-kill. Has to be the eco for NaVi. Remember, this is the pick of the NaVi Nation.
You can see a bit there. I think he's just trying to zone in. He has found a lovely resurgence of form coming into this year. For a while, there was a look of almost kind of apathy. He'd achieved so much in his rookie year. I imagine it's a bit of that kind of, Kirby syndrome. JL's also talked about it, getting the major MVP so soon in his career. He felt that kind of slip.
I think when you look at the teammates that he had in the old NaVi roster, Simple, Electronic, Perfecto.
Yeah.
And then you look at these new guys, and at the time, everyone's, well, hey, I've already won the big events. I'm contending for the... We're starting again?
Yeah, reset.
I thought I was already at the end game. And then moving into English as well. Tough task for anybody.
Absolutely.
Well, they've been able to burn plenty of time off the clock, but Vitality's still holding on to a decent chunk of util. Let's see if NaVi can get a plan, get a kill, get any traction.
Yeah, you see those helmets on the floor. Well, they're definitely not on the heads of NaVi. This is an economical, just an investment into a single flashbang, I suppose. Yeah, best case scenario, you're getting a kill here.
Might have to go through this.
Yeah, now with that smoke at 35, I think you're right. Here comes the flashbang and Spinks. Oh, blind. Opportunity, but JL's trying to get that bomb down towards the low site. A bomb plant would be huge, an injection of additional cash. And he's across. I don't think he's going to get it. They're running at him. He's done it. That's something out of nothing, Chad. You've got to be happy with that.
Rotation was there. They just missed the shots on the cross on the unarmored opponent. No HE to deal with it. The molly singes him down, and that will be a plant for NaVi. So some extra funds. Does that result in a wonderful AWP, or do they just stick with the AK-47s? Still yet to see an AWP come out in this matchup, and we're already 9 rounds deep and heading into 10. I can confirm we will not see one just yet. So a great plant from JL. Something out of pretty much nothing.
Yeah, they've got everything they need now. A couple of those recovered AK-47, so the one-shot headshot potential for Flames and Mezzi. Spinks looking to rather forward. Hang on, Mezzi, Spinks, this is a crunch. A lobby crunch, and nobody's home. Wonderful, wonderful! Spotted out, that was the bomb T roof. Now they know the penny drops. There was aggression in the mix, and they just received. They're staying so active here. Apex spamming away, good damage onto Wimmer. Will have to function at half HP. It's JL that opens up the account, and it's Alexi to extend it. Catches Spinks, top sights open. Flames and ZywOo low, and here's Imet. Spotted out by Apex, and he seals the deal. Thank you very much. Imet's even anticipating Secret. Is it really a clean sweep? ZywOo doesn't seem to think so. He'll yoink the AK-47. As NaVi have responded with a 4th round.
See if ZywOo gets to hold on to this one. Wonderful to take the fight from main, and well, ZywOo grabs another, but it's JL. Important opener for him. The aggression comes in, and there's just so many moving pieces from Vitality. After they run into lobby, they see absolutely nothing other than that exchange towards top roof. They try to reset. They try to plug all these holes, and NaVi are standing ready to respond. So a good reaction from NaVi, considering what they were tasked with. This is the JL opener. Mezzi goes, they know that's one of the top side defenders. Alexi starts to peer in, deals with Spinks. Honey for the buy. This could be a fast. Oh, never mind, they've stalled it out towards door. JL willing to take the fight again. Completely blind for now, smoke deep. He's pushing in and dealt with.
Big one from ZywOo and Spinks. With their powers combined, they repel the invaders, and NaVi have lost the bomb. It now falls and lies in enemy territory, smoked off. You are in trouble! It gets worse! ZywOo's caught Imet through the smoke. Bit tries his hand towards Ramp, but Flames best him as well. That's still only 1 kill for Bit. Vitality locked in to close this one with a 5 alive in the tail end of this half. Apex has locked the door behind him. Wonderful's going to try and fight his way through this, and ZywOo is his first victim, but a great cost to Wonderful. Apex secures it. 7 on the CT side.
I think 4 rounds T-side nuke is definitely workable, but considering Vitality tend to do their best work on the T-halves, maybe NaVi were hoping for a little bit more. I think if they get 5, they're going to be happy with that 7-5 T-side nuke. That should be, in modern play, something that Alexi and Blade can work with.
What did you make of this kind of aggression towards the squeaky door? What rumbled it? Was it something as simple as just ZywOo hitting his shot?
The U2 was good, right?
Yeah.
They got blocked. The flashes were good. The mollies were deep, unable to force the issue.
Hello, forcing issues is Apex. And already Bit goes down. An aggressive maneuver squandered. Apex still not punished. Alexi missed his shot, does finally connect. But bodies have already dropped. IEM caught on the cross. Alexi at least scavenges away an upgrade. Will find the M4 to try and ply his trade. Final round of the first half.
Well, they can reset, knowing that Vitality are quite heavy with these rotations, these moving pieces. Will they leer into the crosshairs yet again? JO has been a hero so far, only with a deagle in his hands, would have to do something massive. Worried about lobby pushes, ramp as well. So plenty of problems for JL considered.
They're hoping something comes their way.
Smoke's fading towards door. JL could, take this fight, but it turns out Spinks is the one coming for the clear.
They're happy to take these searches, even with the man advantage. Spinks looking. And he may get caught out. JL, just a free frag. Back of their head. Spinks will find it. Only Wonderful and Alexi to try and make a case for a 7-5 half. Otherwise, Vitality will be 8 already safe on this CT side. What can you do? Wonderful on the yard. His cross back spotted, a headshot angle, hard to find. ZywOo on his stairs. It's 8-4.
It's all blown open. Looks like they want to head towards ramp. Remember, Bit had a rough first half. He can turn that around here.
The Des discussed his prowess in this position. They test him immediately on the pistol. Scarpering away and losing his head to flames. Problematic rotation from IEM towards the fence, anticipating this bounding Glock as the bomb's being punched by Mezzi. They have to regain control of this double doors side, but they'll do it as a team, as a unit. Playing with the doors is Mezzi. Alexi walks to investigate. That's the flashbang, but still looks good. Looks very, very good for Vitality. Oh, Flames delivers a triple to secure an early 9th round.
It's both pistols in favor of Vitality, and it's Bit the one tasked with being tested early. It's his control of ramp that is the difference maker. The fact he goes down without any resistance whatsoever. Oh, Flamesy, he's equal on the other side. And massacres them in the double doors. Beautiful work from Vitality. They are playing and running with this momentum. Their individuals are firing. Bit has been the highest rated player for NaVi in Cologne and is currently struggling. As mentioned, still early stages, plenty of time to turn it around, but they're going to be in a massive hole. Bound to be 6 rounds the difference. They've taken the eco. Vitality usually pretty good with converting these, and this is not a force by any means.
And Chad, from your extended experience competing in this video game, in those high-pressure games, how important is a strong start? Is it something, is it compulsory?
I think in MR12, the conversation about the pistol and conversions has been amped up a notch.
Right.
All the in-game leaders are out there saying there's no time to recover, there's no time to adjust, as opposed to the MR15. You think you lose a couple of gun rounds, you still have the back half of rounds in MR15 to be able to recover, be able to change up the play. Whereas in an MR12, you need to be constantly thinking of what the next move is, multiple steps ahead, and if you lose a bad clutch, lose an eco round, have one slip up, that could be a half done and dusted right there.
And in a best of 5 as well, I suppose, you know, getting that first map, you're already a hop and a skip away from the 3.
It's an ugly looking first gun round for NaVi, MP9 for JL, Famous for Bit.
Lexi B and Wonderful tending to the yard position. Smokes obscure their view. They're actually trying to get through main. Lexi B seems to have a read of this. He positions as well. This is it. Through the smoke, Lexi B catches Flames. Overextending towards the main position. Smokes are fading. ZywOo does slip across.
That's the bomb. Yeah, they don't have to commit. So a lot of teams pop back up and try and scale around towards Heaven and Hell. Himo will not oblige ZywOo for a duel. So information of what resides down to the lower deck is still a bit of a question for Vitality. More harassment towards that top side. But starting to pivot, Apex calling them across and taking it dry. Apex goes down to Wonderful, a must-hit shot for the young Ukrainian. A new angle and a new opportunity. No smoke wall available. Will just have to be dry.
Yeah, and on a passing glance, on a little swing, he finds info. He takes down Spinks, but he saw another. So now you'll see the CT forces start to reconfigure. IEM has been here the whole time, and it is gonna be clean onto ZywOo. Mezzi remains. He's coming in hot for the first, but overlooking that position bit. Catches him. Blade happy with that one. Just his second frag, but it's the one that closes it down and secures 5. That's the first CT round for NaVi.
Yeah, they need him online. And I wonder right now if Vitality, with this force buy that they're going to bring in, will try and pressure him towards ramp again. They're able to get out a bunch of AK-47. ZywOo into a scout, so a scope in play. Deep harassing nades. Apex, frustrations of the last might continue into this. One of the few rifles already chipped down to 63 points of health. Plenty of bodies behind him. 3 on the ground, 2 in the sky. Sorry, 1 in the sky.
They're testing Alexi again. He can play around this, and he will. 1.5. Spinks low as well. Mezzi sent to the sidelines, and yard control is there. As you can see, Flames around Unbreakable, retrieving rifles. IEM smoked off for now. They're not in a hurry here, Chad. They've got 60 seconds, but look at this from the CTs. This is a reaction. You lose yard, you take something else.
Interestingly, they didn't drop anybody down to B.
That is interesting. Wonderful's position accounting for Flames' progression. And JL and IEM are designed for ZywOo through main. Now the smoke will make it difficult. Turns the flash, entering the site, and it's Wonderful! Oh! Spectacular from Wonderful! And now Flames has to come up clutch. The first 2 something. JL just around the smoke has to pick up the bomb. He's got time to work with. And he's gonna find another fight bit. Shuts it down, but it's Wonderful's round.
That's going to feel damn good. He was allowed to play the off angle because of his squeaky door players who had that on lock. The smoke drops, he has a choice. I give up full control. I go back into lobby, they plan for free, or I stand and deliver an A1 that's spray down to remember. That's impact, baby.
Oh,
that's
at the
massive.
Highest level, at the highest level. And NaVi needed it now more than ever. Back to pistols for Vitality.
Just in the way that round was shaping up, that it is such a huge multi. You lose the sight because you either drop back to heart, your teammates can't contribute from the door. The post plant's a different conversation. That's a completely different conversation, but it's the finances now. Right, that round they lose it. NaVi are the ones in the issue with the finances, and now they're just going to farm them.
Right. This will be their 3rd consecutive, but what was a gaping void of 6 rounds is fast going to become 3.
Yeah, they did this in the first half, right? So they lost the pistol, lost the conversions. Then they brought the rifles out. They were able to put Vitality right where they wanted them, but it was about continuing that streak. Vitality punched back. Right now, NaVi need to keep them at arm's length if they want to try and chase down this still lead of 3 rounds.
Couple of confidence boosters for Bit. Doubles his kill total, and attack timeout forced, dare I say it, from NaVi's resurgence here.
Well, last time they took a timeout, they were able to convert. See if the same follows through for Xtas. Been in and out of this Vitality jersey. with the third French component of the roster alongside of Apex and ZywOo. Speaking of Apex, there he is.
I mean, you were competing against him back in your day.
Yeah, completely different player. Still love to get into a biff, but definitely wasn't calling the shots.
From entry fragger to IGL.
Hey, in the modern day game, some similarities in some of these positions, especially on the T side.
Okay, don't scare them. We are out aiming them. We're stuck in deagles and with everything, okay? We are now aiming better than them. Focus on this.
Whoa.
Don't be scared of deagle, says Blade.
We are aiming better than them. Here we are. Round 18, map 1. Strap in. NaVi have found some consecutive rounds. 3 on the trot, but the gun's back out.
Yeah, Bit with so much money still opting to rock this MP9, working his way back into this game as 5 kills on the CT side. Clear of the smoke, nobody home. Transitions just in the nick of time, did Bit. Flash forward into the fight. Mezzy blind. Bit gets him for free. Beautiful teamwork, and the dink is there. Spinks, low half HP, can't be finished off. Spinks has got the double.
That's massive from Spinks. Wonderful trying to trade, but Emma pulls it back, and Flames back and forth, trading blows, 2 on 2, but look at JL! ZywOo's not looking, and that damage, that dink, that MP9 put him on 43, so he has to operate in this 1v2 with half health. JL was responsible for a lot of clutches in the semi-final yesterday.
But that's why Spinks is in this team, to close these rounds.
3 kills already, but it's this 4th one that is oh so imperative. The bomb is under enemy control. And JL, he knows that's important. His life or the bomb, the target. Descends into the top side, new avenue of approach. 30 seconds, Spinks brought into this roster to close, and he's done it on the grand final stage.
Absolutely pantses JL there. It gives the Lanxess a wave. JL just looking the complete wrong way.
Outplayed.
The opener was great. You think the damage from Bit, beautiful, but this is the whip. This is the miss from Wonderful. After his spray down earlier, you think he'd be good for it, and JL caught looking.
Oh man, what a big one. Just as NaVi was starting to string together rounds.
Vitality aren't out of trouble just yet. Sure, 2 rounds away. Their money's a little bit bleaker. Firepower not as strong. And speaking of AWP, Wonderful's brought his out into the mix. Back 10, 2 Galils, 2 AKs. Throwing out a top fake. That's going to draw bodies and eyes in towards A. But they want to cross yard, and they will, but noisily. Apex, he's called them down. Alexi will have heard this from Red Pole.
So ZywOo Park lobby, but we need people to tend to that low side.
2
different fronts. And in the smoke, JL lies. Looking away, fight on multiple fronts towards the control room in the lower side as well. Bit's been caught out completely, throwing out a smoke grenade to play around. Wonderful has the angle on the cross from Decon. Doesn't pull the trigger. Flame's going to start closing that gap. Oh my God, I don't know if Mezzy saw him. Wonderful is going for a highly aggressive, highly volatile maneuver. Alexi B in the meantime onto Flames. He gets 2. Problems for Vitality. Scrambling now, but Spinks is still around. A bomb plant would be huge, but oh no! Gets it with the USP. Denies the plant, and Spinks, he is in struggle street. 3 to find. Knows where Wonderful was. JL's on his screen, turns around and secures the round. 8 for NaVi.
That was chaos.
What was going on?
That was just chaos right there. Bit getting caught in the open. That was tough. The lobby aggression, still bodies there for Vitality to deal with that. So Alexi denies the plan. That's hugely important because now it becomes in question. The fact he gets the double, the fact he gets the second is insane. Much tougher clutch for Spinks. And now back down to Eco for Vitality. This is where the comms get chaotic, the decisions in the moment can be punished, and the pressure of the final starts to stress the individuals on the stage. Another moment of respite for NaVi. As long as they don't fall foul to multiple deagles. Tech9, couple of Glocks and a flash.
But you prepare your setups with your opponent's buy in mind, right?
Oh, for sure. But nothing's going to stop a ZywOo one dig.
Audible there. Drops off the silo.
Run boost.
A run boost, it's all distractions. It's so that the deagle from Saiwu is overlooked, but look at that, wonderful. Clean with it. Ime the same, sweeps 2 under the rug. Spinks lost a full labored spray.
Interestingly, after they won the rounds, where it was a 3v1 against Spinks, they either didn't or couldn't get the AWP back for Wonderful, and it's likely that one could have been purchased or dropped. I didn't have full scope of the money, but they haven't brought it forward.
Guys, I'm sorry, but we lose round because we're not playing together. We're better than them, but we play for ourselves right now.
Yeah.
Play for ourselves right now. I'm sorry, boys. But let's fucking wake up. Let's do one equal.
Apex demanding some focus, got to play together. It's a team game after all. The individuals can swing, but you're going to get this done as a unit. This time, heavy lobby presence from Vitality. Just Zywoo towards Yard to try and create some presence in space. Emma already rotating down towards B, so they trust that the smoke wall means something. Back to Bit.
This is his ramp. That is a bullet into his head, just through the metal. Preserves his life. And Zywoo's been caught out outside. Ime, that early descent down the vent has resulted in a Zywoo opening kill, or opening death, I should say. His body now idled outside the secret stairs. Limited util for the finish here, Vitality. A man down, they are testing Bit. No secret, their occupation. Bit delivers a headshot, his occupation. Ime, perfect position here to deny. A man advantage though, is there really something for Vitality in this one? Where is his help? Where is the support? Maybe he doesn't need it. With flames gone, Messi advances in to clear out the position, and now that bomb will likely go down. I say that, Alexi already towards the double door, swings it open to ensure they're away and aware that bomb plant will be spammed. 2 of them there exposed, but Messi still puts them all down. JL gone, wonderful necessary kill. Up to Spinks. 2 to find, finds a plant spot he can work with. Wonderful and Alexi running him down. Double peek, it's wonderful again. An important multi-kill, that double kill makes it a 1-round game.
Got to put some respect on Bit's name as well. I know that he's towards the bottom of the scoreboard. He gets that dink early through the walls at ramp, but he doesn't just turtle up. He still plays forward and gets a kill on Apex. So they know that the fight's coming. They know that it's going to be the B play most likely. That's how Zywoo got caught by Ime. This one gets awkward. JL full commits to the spray from double door. He wasn't being able to get covered, but at least traded. So some tense moments as the 3rd tactical timeout for Vitality has been called into use. 3.5 for those on the low end. Just over 4K for the likes of Messi and Spinks. Max loss bonus into the next. This is the type of round where you can get tricky with your investment. You don't have to shove all in. Leave a little bit of extra cash so you can have a full buy round going into the next, but keep the pressure on. This is still a very winnable round with what you have at your disposal. You do not want to allow NaVi to accrue any more cash money. Couple more kills, get the bomb down again. Don't let them off the hook easily.
Does look pacey. They're coming towards Bit's domain once again. Is he ready? Yes, he is. Messi down, tracking another double kill, and Wonderful arrives just in the nick of time. Puts down Zywoo, and now charging into Ime. Oh dear. You wanted to make it costly. You wanted to keep it close. Instead, you've got a single frag and a single player left alive.
This map has been both pistols for Vitality. Only 1 gun round since, and a few rounds where they have tried to pressure Bit at ramp.
They're pressing tab just like we are.
Yeah, targeting what appears to be a weakness, but that means that Vitality haven't really been able to establish a pattern. Cracks in terms of what could work. This more explosive, direct approach. It is being dealt with now. We are tied up 11-0, 8-4 at the half. We said it was workable, and NaVi agreed.
Not just 8-4, 9-4, 10-4. From 10-4, we find ourselves at 11-11. And I know what Vitality are wishing for. An elusive round on this T side.
And that's the classic Apex frustrations. That's a mainstay in the Vitality camp. Demands a lot from his team, but understandably so. It's third time in a Cologne Grand Final. Oof, wonderful on the jump. Spotted the head over towards Silo, aware of the presence. Yuto being lined up. Apex with the smoke can also do a flash from this position that completely blinds main. No, doesn't look like that's going to be the follow through. He's got other ideas.
Again, though, you want to talk about direct approaches. 4 members of the Vitality squad.
But it's just Alexi.
And he's playing this unbreakable position. A flash for his repeat. Does confirm multiple bodies. He spots the bomb there. Awkward in the flames. IGL on IGL. Apex brings him down. Apex! Finding wonderful. Awkward now for NaVi and Vitality. They can pause, but Spinks, he hasn't. He's catching Bit completely off guard. Yeah, all that space taken. And bodies dropping.
But Imma's still down here. This is a crazy rotation from NaVi. They won't expect this.
If anyone scouts out that top site, Flames towards main could so quickly drop in, confirm their suspicions, but instead, hang on, it's Apex.
Yeah, reroute up the vent. That has to be the call. Still plenty of time to do this. Mezzi's going to investigate over towards B just to be certain. Well, we can't see him. We can't find him. Where are we going to finish Apex?
Oh no, they're going towards him. Oh! Mezzi stops us from getting a little nervous about that one.
Would have been an insane 1v5, sure. But the fact that NaVi rotated 3 bodies down towards B after Alexi takes contact and gets singed towards Yard. It's an Apex double. And I said that these players, similar positions on the defense. Well, it's Apex on the attack, cracking Yard open. A necessary round to get them 12. NaVi on this stage yesterday were under pressure against Mouse. Similar situations, having to battle back in close affairs, overtime. Well, that's where they need to go right here, right now, if they want to stay in contention for their map choice. Map number 1 of the best of 5 nuke. Otherwise, Vitality can run with the momentum into Dust 2.
Yeah, NaVi nuke their selection as the first map of play. Vitality can end it here and take it away from them.
No kit, no money to afford that.
Apex puffs up his chest, spams the smokes, throws out the nades, starts his progression. Spinks and Flames responsible to contain the lobby. JL IEM towards the A site. Supportive util for Apex. He's going to try and use this. Yeah, he'll use that smoke to guise his push. Now, Alexi doesn't know. It's an uncertainty, and nobody's looking his way. Wonderful down! Big one back from Imet, but JL holds time with his SMG for 2. Imet good for it. Captain Spinks progressing. NaVi won overtime. They demand overtime.
Big smile on Alexi's face. Apex finds the gap, but his top defense stands tall. JL impact again. You're not getting out of hut on his watch.
Oh, it's so close to Immo getting caught on that quick switch, but he does just enough. And this is a great catch as well, really sealed into the deal with the final frag.
Oh, you can understand the pounce, you can understand why Vitality getting a move on. Apex gets that kill, they want the follow through, they want the knockout blow, they want a map number 1. This is a complete change in the setup. Imma traded out early, bit the ramp player in warehouse. He's been spotted on the crossback, the AWP not in yard. How quick can Vitality piece this together? Mezzi's just taken JO in the meantime, pressure everywhere.
Lots of moving pieces in this one. Look at Apex. Alexi B responsible, and now his position's noted by throwing out that incendiary. Apex in a power position to strike. There is no way Alexi's ready for this. Oh, a lovely start for Vitality, finding gaps up against the very best.
Good cognizance there to smoke off ramp, make sure there's no push in play. Vitality dotting the I's, crossing the T's. Bit announces his presence, spam downs, just alive. But Vitality, hard to see you losing this one. It's a completely different look. coming into this OT. The AWP towards Ram, maybe thinking there might be a bit more bit pressure.
Yeah.
Wonderful doesn't get any action. Imma going 1 for 1. It's JL, who was the hero in the previous. Falls in the follow-up without any resistance, and Vitality break through.
Wonderful brings everything through. A full buy.
Do we
Every
see
nade.
yard aggression from NaVi? That's the question. Do they want to stall out a lot of these movements? If you all in, right, a classic yard aggression, you get one player close red, either you want to play on the far side or the close side, right? You can also push a player up, slither through the main smoke, right? Get ready to fight towards the T's coming out, and then have your AWPer oversee silo.
Yeah.
That's an all-in maneuver. That's literally shoving all in. If you shut down yard, you win the round.
You don't. See what they call.
I feel they have to go for something either more turtle or more aggressive, because right now it feels like they're in between the two mines.
Yeah, like a tepid defense. It's not going to be yard focus or centric, but Wonderful does find himself here. And we could have had a head-to-head. ZywOo is on that silo, providing the overwatch and cover for his teammates. A clear of the smoke, a chance for Wonderful. Whistles one past him. God, that's aggressive. Apex, he's happy to fight. Brings the AWPer down to just an inch of HP. 7 for Wonderful. Now they can just stand. Look at him standing on the red box. And how has Imma found that? Spinks. Some smoke games from Imma. They know what's up. And who is it but Bit, tasked with setting himself up in a position to defend that low side. Imma's aggression has caught Apex. He was the lurk towards the red container. Now the body of the assault starts to converge onto this B bomb site. Ahead of the play, but Mezzi! Oh, what a kill from Mezzi! It facilitates a plant. It can't be disrupted. They're going to have cover from ZywOo, looking towards the ramp side. Alexi B descending the vent. This is an important fight with Mezzi at the same time. 4v3 goes 4v2. Sure, you got the bomb down, but can you defend it? Mezzi, what you got? A bullet between the eyes from Imma. Is there anything here for ZywOo? He's hit the first as the door is closed. Is there really anything from ZywOo? He tags him through the door, but it's Imma with 4.
Impactful round from the Romanian. Here, there, and everywhere in that one. Pushing Squeaky, flanking Yard, and then slamming the door shut in ZywOo's face. No clutch for you, he says.
So active. Look at all the places Imma got to kill this round.
You have to feel this round shouldn't have even started to get out of control with the big number advantage. Bits just not on his mark right now. That shot, he had the advantage against Mezzi. Vitality try to make a round out of things.
Fucking important national. Let's go, boys.
Ooh, Wonderful trying to touch of aggression. Here in overtime, and oh no! An opportunity presented itself. The backside of Apex slipped into his crosshair, but he's unable to pull and convert. A re-aggression seems...
This is risky.
Absurd. The information has flown. They know where you were, but are they expecting you to have stuck around? A ballsy call from Wonderful, but starting to recede now. Vitality have paused. Maintaining lobby control.
Look at all the nades left for Vitality. Still so much util for the finish. Plenty of flashes. Molly's in the mix.
Forced off is JL, that Molly top hut. And now dipping down the vents, multiple bodies. Imma will hear this. What's he got? Messi's down. Bomb! Lost! Imma defends valiantly towards the decon door. He is locked in. Apex has to try and beat him down. From either side, he's getting crunched in. Is he gonna really? He got another one, finally brought down to his knees by Apex and a 2-on-2, but look at their health, 16 points of health for this French duo in Cologne, caught out on the plant. No chance for ZywOo, he has to plant. Alexi advances the smoke, guising his aggression. ZywOo down, it's a NaVi round.
Emma starting to look like the hero in overtime. The reroute from Vitality. They note the AWP towards ramp. They don't want to test the waters. They drop back. They find the gap down the vent, but Emma delivers a multi-kill. Massive work from him.
He was there at the start of the round. We cut to him just kind of jump spotting for info.
But we were so focused on the AWP. But Vitality had been able to get an individual down towards Secret. So something within the round told Apex we should not try and brute force ramp. We need to look for another way, another option to get down towards B. But NaVi had an answer.
God, some of these rounds are very, very close, but it is solid. A 2-1 scoreline coming into our second half of our first map's overtime.
NaVi still rolling with the 5 AK-47s as part of their T side. Keeps them a lot more adaptable, doesn't lock them into just setting wonderful up for picks on the AWP. Zywoo's got his out on the other side.
Let's see what kind of trend they set to start us off. It's a headshot from JL. Spinks brings the fight to the squeaky door, and JL happy to oblige.
Yeah, you bang on there. That's premeditated. That's Spinks saying, I will go and duel against JL. You know he's going to be there. You know that's his domain. So wanting to see if this head-to-head can continue. They drop Zywoo's AWP down towards B immediately. He's going to be AWPing from Secret. We'll be hearing the smokes, the mollies, and, well, now the info that Emma is dead.
Wow, what a big one back from Apex. He is playing a very solid game of Counter-Strike, keeping up with the younger guns.
This is the gap. Threading the needle, NaVi. In search of 15, in search of securing the double OT at a minimum. That molly from JL will send Mezzi scattering elsewhere. Flamesy's also fortified this A site. Alexi's starting to pivot them back. JL could get another. The timing on his side. JL's doubled up.
It's such a crucial moment of the game. JL finding form. A double kill.
Look at this.
Yeah, there is something afoot. You can see it's being considered. Flames is about to be wrapped upon, and Apex has got himself a real opportunity to win the round with a flank. Unlike anything, double kill from Apex. And it still might not be enough, but maybe, just maybe, Zywoo can come up clutch for Vitality. Bit under pressure with 20 seconds. Zywoo's blind, he's so blind. White screen, Bit can't close, and Zywoo strafes into it. He closes it down. High impact, Vitality start off with the W from the Woo.
Laban, that's for sure. It's Apex who's the hero, who's the one who makes that possible.
How has he gotten behind them? So active. We saw him towards main with that nice equalizing frag, and he just started to crawl and creep and crawl and managed to find it as the capitulation for NaVi, pivoting between sights and thoughts.
You think it was done after JL does so much damage there. That round felt like it should have been NaVi's every day of the week, but the Apex push was inspired.
He wants this more than anything. You heard him in the interview. He says almost success here is not success. He's sick of getting to grand finals. He wants to take the trophy home this time. Vitality wants to take the trophy home this time.
Oh,
damage.
Yeah,
scary.
That's heard.
Yma's options are going to be limited now, and don't forget how impactful he has been in this overtime. 28 kills.
Things are going to settle for a moment. What are the decisions? Both of these teams staying active. Always a flank. They're hitting the brakes, 45 seconds. Alexi's going to have to come up with a call.
Spinks was flirting with some ideas of clearing, and instead just dips himself down.
Risky rotation, considering the circumstances.
Mezzi under scrutiny, flashes at his feet. Flames the same, Zywoo, just a dink, but maybe Mezzi can hold on to this site. A man advantage, Spinks is coming up the ladder and it pays off. A late flank up the fence, and it results in a 3-on-1. Vitality to take 15 first. Only Yma stands between them, and there's no damn time. There's nothing for him here. 15! One away from starting this grand final by taking Nuke up against NaVi.
It's been all about the CT sides, hasn't it? Well, depends if you want to put the frame in. The struggles of the T sides indeed. Vitality with both pistol rounds in this map, and the fact it still has gotten here, still has gotten to overtime. They've been forced to work hard, but the individuals delivering in Apex especially. Said yesterday against Saul was a life game. Well, looks like he needs another to propel his team to first map victory. 5 more kills. A bit more aggression.
Easier said than done, but simple when you boil it down. Crosshair on head, and straight to Imma! Cancels Imma's round with one ult bullet through. It's not even a wall bang, it's just perfectly placed.
Coming apart the seams now.
Oh, JL's gone as well. Mezzi catches him, holding on to his top side valiantly, and Wonderful finds a way back in.
Hasn't looked down though, has he?
Little does he know, Apex resides in a forward position, and now that flank you discussed, he could be overlooked. They are starting to depart. When does Apex start to poke his nose into the potential? For now, Bit holds lobby for the return of Alexi and Wonderful. Just 3 kills away from starting this grand final with the first map. We're testing Spinks. Mezzi, Flames, everyone here ready to contribute. And Bit's gone down, looking very nice now. Alexi B putting up a fight, finds the headshot onto Apex. They're all ready for you, and down we go! It's 30 rounds! Will ZywOo play a part in bringing the first one home to France? It's got out. Flames now spots him out. Wonderful will need to support him because he's got a HE on his face, and only working with 60 points of health. Cautiously fighting Flames, just the tip of his head, but that's all Bit needs. Good start for Bit. Pressure onto Apex on this side, playing the ramp position, holding the angle. The Flames obscure, and he misses his chance. Look at them go. JL racks up a double. Bit has done the same, and Mezzi's P2K that did so much to start off their CT side on Noob will do nothing here.
Yeah, well, it's good for NaVi to come into the turf of Vitality and pick up the pistol round after Vitality getting both in the previous map. Mezzi not long for this well. JL had an opportunity to remove him, but now knows the position of Mezzi backing off. I think the focus definitely is on the likes of Bit for NaVi, and well, ZywOo, based off of what the desk was discussing and his lack of impact on those T-side gun rounds. An astonishing stat, really.
And Chad, coming into this one, you know, we talked about explosivity versus more the structure of NaVi. Surely Dust 2. Surely that leans towards an explosive team, a team that can go and take these fights and pack roll up the guts of long, up the guts of mid.
Well, that's why Vitality have picked this, right? It's a map where they can definitely have those type of pace changes. And maybe why NaVi have opted to start on the T side. They get to dictate a little bit more of the tone. However, with the changes over the years with Dust 2, the lack of being able to pick directly from spawn, having to drop down in towards Death Alley, the boost up towards that short box position in the most recent update for the map. It does allow more options for the CTs to play things a little bit differently. Vitality have opted in with a force buy, but strangely enough, they haven't brought out a scout.
No, they'd rather crunch, and they're going to get a lot of answers about upper B. No one's there.
It's just going to...
JL knows they know.
Yeah, well, does this quickly push NaVi in towards A? You have to worry about a scout, right? But we can see there's not one in the mix. They are fast on this. They are very fast on this.
Apex, oh, he goes down early. That's a big catch from Alexi B. They can advance now. ZywOo long-range SMG is not the best weapon for the job, and JL will prevail. Is Galil good for it? Decision to be made here. Perhaps a second bite of the cherry better for Vitality. Keep the Kev, keep the guns, have another go. It would have otherwise been an eco.
I think ZywOo even got the jump on JL there with how quick he was.
Yeah.
JL just parked himself up behind the car, seeing if he could deal with the push up mid, but ZywOo hunting him down through spawn. So NaVi, pistol and conversion. But as you mentioned, a few little bits and pieces carried through into the next for Vitality to stay a bit of a threat. Map number 1 delivered, as we would have all hoped. Overtime affair of a best of 5. So we will see what type of paces these two teams push us through. Best type of Counter-Strike tends to get played in the Lanxess.
Did you need more when you saw that Copenhagen victory from NaVi? Did you need to see something on top of that?
I think when you win the major with less rounds won than lost.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just making sure I'm framing that correctly.
I think you're right. Yeah, no, I've definitely seen that.
That it shows you that they've eked through a lot of games.
Like just by the skin of their teeth.
And even by their own admission, I think that major came early. It wasn't an expectation for NaVi, but they're definitely going to take it with both hands.
Very nice. Finally, we have some money. Good to have some money.
So what, 3 saves?
And nothing to really get concerned about unless NaVi make an overstep.
Right.
So if they go out long right now, yeah, sure, some problems. We're going to have to wait and see how this shapes up with the rotation on the minimap top left of your screen. But NaVi aren't in a hurry. They're not in a rush. They want to find out where these foot faults lie. A good type of round to take a breath, make sure that everybody is focused in. You've taken a break between the maps. You've known it was close. You knew that you're in with some good chances. And if Bit can get into the play, which he made a statement on the pistol round, well, now we're cooking. Immo was fantastic. Jail having his moments. Wonderful with that spray down. I think Alexi was calling a decent game. But Vitality, it was Apex, and it was his calls towards the tail end with those stacks. It felt like every time NaVi came knocking towards that top side, there were so many bodies to deal with. So patience being a virtue. Now they will look to take this long control. Upshore as well. Pinching into what should be an ace split. Dramas reside on the other side. It's all very site-centric for Vitality at this juncture.
Who's Apex flashing for? ZywOo mantling up. We'll just use that to reposition forward position. And down goes Apex. ZywOo spotted out. Good awareness there from him. Not going to run past it, not in a hurry. 35 seconds as there's the Mezi FAMAS, and it is only going to get one. Nice long-range shot from Bit, of course, a headshot. Did you see his headshot percentage in that semi?
Yeah, pretty wild, which is why he's one of the MVP candidates coming into this grand final.
Over 90% headshots. And it's not like he was under fragging either. The AK will make headshotting a little easier for Spinks if he can preserve it.
Oh.
And wow, nice demonstration. Takes down the headhunter.
Well, this is great damage. 3 kills. Going to be a lot of rebuys for NaVi. They don't want to give anything else over, and Wonderful won't. Blade should be happy with that. This issue is the casualties against those saves. Wonderful was not able to scavenge an AK. We'll have to carry through with the Galil, but the rifle's about to come out for Team Vitality.
Good shot. And this was the one we saw long range from Mezi's POV. Yeah, didn't get much of a chance in that one. But I mean, now it's time for the guns. Now we get to see how the CT side for Vitality fares up against NaVi 3-0. And the AWP is out for Wonderful.
Yeah, not the same for Vitality. ZywOo just donning the M4A1S at the moment. He's forward on the blue bin. Bit shows a little something that's a threat. They've been blocked. Imma immediately trying to take some space. Has been able to scurry down middle, a head-to-head against Apex potentially.
Oh, that one. Oh, it really hurts. Imma cut down. 2 HEs, well placed. Flames trying to keep him at bay. Bit will get ahead of this. Into the Flames, into the spray. Lovely from Flames. Catches them just as they try and emerge out long.
Walking wounded in more way than one right now. Imma low as well as the man disadvantage. Space, not in favor of NaVi.
Wonderful, an opportunity on these doors. It's a perfect weapon for these clears. Spinks is happy to hold with Apex and toe.
It's heard.
Audible dismount. And Alexi B calling his troops into a finish. Imma versus Apex could happen, and that would be uncomfortable. Imma the late piece. Holds that top mid push. It's not coming just yet. Flames stalwart on long. Mezi tucked in. Will likely be overlooked here. He's ready. And Mezi! Only the one! But Spinks falls as well. JL has made a round out of this. The site there's. Bomb on his back. Heading over to the site for a plant. Imma as well. Don't forget about the damage. He's got 10. Winning out that duel. Putting Apex down. The kit available for this retake. Yet to reload. ZywOo, 9 bullets. May not be sufficient for 2 kills, but Flames can contribute as well. Look at their health. He's not going to molly bricks. Instead, the big box. Imma swings into him. It's too easy. Flames and ZywOo
Really good trade work from JL on the way in towards the B bomb side there. The multi-kill he gets facilitates an opportunity for NaVi to even play that post plan. Tough to pick your position for that post plan if you're NaVi as well, due to the HP. So they're playing in spots that they likely won't get naded, won't get mollied. A little bit of frustrating scenes there for JL, considering the work that he put in, but Vitality only walk away with 2. So they will have to get the drops coming through. ZywOo does get the AWP. Wonderful can have one yet again, and Blade back on the mic. First tactical timeout early on in the piece.
Dust 2, a map I imagine where the AWP truly gets to have complete run of the roost.
We had a game earlier in the tournament where ZywOo was AWPing middle on that T side, and he was doing damage through the doors time and time again. If the AWPing presence can be a fear factor on either side of the server, it will have huge implications. It's going to mean an extra flash, an extra jiggle. Is there a run boost required? You're going to have to be as tricky as possible. Barrel baits, not just the shoulder. Us 2 can be an AWPer's paradise, but which one of these is going to catch fire?
Not bad for Wonderful.
Okay. Fucking job.
Good job, boys.
Oh boy, I caught him with my nade.
Also want to keep your eyes on Vitality with a lot of these flash plays towards middle. Scope up towards long, elbow spotted. They'll wait for the smoke to plume. That's Flamesy. Well rehearsed in that scenario. A lot of players can pick a little bit early on that smoke. It does take a little bit longer to plume.
Yeah, just that protocols, the fundamentals on long. Flames has done well to avoid the potential for an aggressive AWP success. They want to, talking of aggressive, are they flashing him? He has a look. He has more than a look, calls it clear. Now Bits realizing, hang on, I think there might be something fishy afoot, and now another flash in his face! Oh, hyper-aggressive! Vitality bring the fight to the offense!
Well, I was just saying to watch the flash plays from Vitality, but that's more towards middle. Apex and Spinks do these alley-oops, but Apex setting up Flamesy, that is premeditated. That right there, that's the homework being done. How can we isolate the long piece? That's a beautiful little sequence. The difference makers is Emma. Again, leers his head out middle. He's aggressive.
He wants to fight now, but there's an AWP. We know what it can do in the hands of ZywOo.
But now what do you do if you're NaVi? You know there's a play towards spawn as that rotator. You know the AWP is over towards A ramp, and Spinks is now in tunnels, 2v5.
They're everywhere. I'm getting pushed on B, I'm getting pushed on long.
Precisely. They have been harassed all across the map. Everywhere NaVi stepped within this round, they were dealt with handedly. That is a beautiful round from Vitality. And it wasn't just through the guts, it wasn't through short, it was through the extremities of the map that they made their presence known. NaVi have to opt for the save on Alexi and Wonderful, so they have something threatening into the next round to play, but that, you love to see the creativity.
And you've got to have players that are willing to follow the call. You know, Flames is doing everything Apex demands there. As he pulls the strings, it's Flamesy that's doing the dance.
Well, this is the thing. If you're Apex, you probably see a bit of yourself in an individual like Flamesy, a stubborn buck, young, and wanting to take the fights essentially at all times. If anything, it's reeling him in that tends to be the problem.
Sure.
So the fact that he can have an opportunity of fight where they can set him up for that type of aggression, and it pays off. You add that to the type of calls, the type of CT stacks that Apex was calling his team into on Nuke, you're adding a lot of feel-good moments in this in-game leader head-to-head between Apex and Alexi. Alexi looking to dispel those best-of-5 woes.
And they are woes. Something about the BO5 has not gelled with Alexi so far. A single map win. And many opportunities.
AWP searching has to. Needs to be the can opener in a round like this. One of the retained rifles with the force buy behind it. Want to set him up as much as you can.
Pull of the trigger. AWP noted. Wonderful. Activates upon that information. Starts to progress up short. Lurk smoke to facilitate cross. Apex's reaction is interesting. He actually dips off the ramp and heads CT.
So they're somewhat playing retake right now. If it is a short execute, ZywOo might give them the sign, but as we can see, the little orange dots have different plans. The lurk smoke on B drew Spinks back from middle. It's Spinks and Mezzi to shut down the fight that's coming their way with 45 seconds. The flashes have to be perfect. And that,
oh, what a perfectly timed smoke.
Might spell a bit of disaster for NaVi. Time is going to be the biggest issue. It's getting awfully quiet across the map now.
Mezzi, just as he was making other plans, tends to his sight, does well for the first fight. Mezzi delivers a double. It's up to Spinks to close, and he's only got the one in him because Wonderful has done enough to facilitate Plant. 2-on-2, a retake. We've been here before. Can Vitality best them once more? There's more health this time, at least for Wonderful. He's already got 2 kills. Can the Yorpa pick up a big round for NaVi? Alexi contributes! He wrecks him! That is impact from the IGL. A double kill with low HP to defend and secure the 4th round for NaVi.
Steady shooting from Alexi there, important round from him. I said it's getting quiet. Well, he comes out middle. He's able to deal with that rotation point. He makes this more segregated. He actually buys time for the rest of the B hit from NaVi to trade out and take their jewels at their leisure. The clock an issue, sure, but it's not as rushed. You're not under pressure immediately. You don't win the site fights, and then you're worried about more players coming your way. Straight through CT spawn, ready to deny.
Yeah, that time to set it up, and Alexi chose a very good position for it.
But we go quite back and forth with these tactical timeouts. Extaz with a moment of respite for Vitality to talk through their options. They can buy. They can definitely bring the guns in to defend their honor. And NaVi are only at a 2-round lead. We've been tussling in this first half of play. Pistol conversions, Vitality into the guns with success. And now NaVi strike back. Wonderful. I think he spotted a little bit just on the front of that smoke. Apex is aggressive. Very aggressive.
He knows his angles well. Whoa, the jump!
I think he's mouse wheeled that.
I think that's a mouse wheel accidental. And it may result in a frustrated IGL. That is his 6th death, empty-handed into our 2nd map.
And this hurts considering how impactful he was on the CT side of Nuke.
He's got to take the rough with the smooth. Can his team bail him out? An aggressive maneuvers resulting in a NaVi advantage. Flames and Spinks tasked with containing middle. A barrage of utility starts to hit the doors.
Looks like they're cheating over. Spinks in float has joined, or at least was considering joining Hunter's A defense, but changing their tune. What's the tell? There's a lot of gaps on the map, but Vitality again are looking to hedge their bets. Are they going to send out any probes on the NaVi side to see what resides? You give one back, it's a 4v4. It might feel futile, but they go for the crisscross. Emma up cat, Alexi there as well, Wonderful with the bomb. You feel like this has to be the A finish. There's nobody to apply any resistance.
Yeah,
no
gamble.
counter smokes, no mollies, nothing coming their way.
And now they've found Flames. Dropping off was Emma.
But that's the long anchor.
Gives them something to work with. How is this falling apart with JL searching out mid? The site is theirs, but is the round still up for debate? Do they give this a go?
The kid on Mezzi, a Molly in play as well. You may as well give it a look. It was going to be the save, but now they're getting into the fight. Up cat with 2.
Oh, Imer and JL watching through their fingers here. Alexi getting spammed on through the smoke. A replenish of the short smoke.
That might do it.
Does he have a look? Zywu Spinks searching long. Flame still CT, thinking about it. It's hanging in the balance. 1 kill would have made the difference. And now Mezzi goes down. They lose all their guns. Spinks the only one with an M4, and he's got to save it. That's 5.
Another one of these scenarios that looks good for NaVi, then gets threatening in the blink of an eye. Catching JL, trying to slip through that CT smoke. That's what made it possible. But as soon as they get blocked over towards shore, you think that has to be the point in which you call the save. Wonderful was taking multiple targets. He was looking towards CT, then thought he might have got caught by Long. That right there is the mouse wheel mare. Oof. Yeah, that kill comes in and Wonderful immediately acknowledges Long. That's where the real fight was coming.
Ahead of this, Bit is ballsy, running out Long into some HE stack. He's covered by JL, but they both go down. A safe rifle, a single deagle.
Emma has to search for this. He has to. They know Spinks is a B defender. He was just spotted Long. He needs to isolate this 1v1.
It's up to Mezzi. It is all on the Brit here. He only has a pistol, a tiny P250. It's not enough for that kind of range, and yeah, Ime knows what that means. By taking down Mezzi, he lets his boys know that the B bomb site is a safe haven. Alexi B tending to middle. Zywu's missing shots, but so is Alexi! 2 now with the dig. It's surely he's still safe, but hang on, Apex, he just has to hit one
Shadow.
bullet. Shadow, wonderful spotted, body shot. This has to be NaVi's round. Costly, but it can't cost them the momentum. Thinking about poking their nose in, the flash will be from Apex. IMET blind, full blind, he goes down! And the round, 10 seconds! 10-second defuse! A deagle, a safe rifle, and a dream. ZywOo delivers a gift of vitality. 4 kills from the Woo.
And another retake on that B bomb site. Emma makes the right call. He goes in towards B on his own after this calamity unfolds at long. Bit takes that nade damage, gets isolated. Alexi not connecting the dots onto ZywOo, does come back to haunt them as he is the hero, and that's the impact that Vitality are looking for. If it's not one Frenchman, it needs to be the other, and well, this is the normal candidate. The type of rounds NaVi need to be converting. See what it's done to NaVi immediately. Finances in question. Deagles, Tech9's Imma taking another risk, another gamble. So much space. Apex is rotating back, knife out. He's got no idea.
No idea, but Imma makes a meal of it. Just about gets the job done. Can he convert onto Flames? Puts him low and long range clock to the face. Flames 2 HP. Scarpers away, but this is a nice response from NaVi. JL has the rotation towards short. Bit in tow. And just the short-lived celebrations of a low economic round going the way of Vitality, but NaVi, they are not fussed. The proactivity there from Imet. Oh, nice shot.
Yeah, important work from him in 2 back-to-back rounds. I know they didn't convert the previous, but the fact that he didn't get scared when they were down a number, right? Some individuals on the extremity might say, all right, hold up, I'll just wait. We'll group up and we'll try and trade. He got them the space to get the bomb down, which helped with some of these purchases. And then he just launches himself up catwalk. Sure, made a meal of it, but still got in towards the site. Forced Vitality into the save, and JL can't take anything with him. So back and forth we go again. Just as Vitality win a miracle round, you think they can start to get to work on this CT side.
Tag timeout called. Xtaz on the mic. Blade will have the freedom to do so as well. This was the death of Apex. You're right, completely caught out. Not ready for him to be so far up short in that momentary gap.
Yeah, the Glock comes out. And the fact that he's so keen to go for that type of a fight. Okay, the frustrations from Apex, maybe the comms coming in late. This is some of the information that you need. If you're the A rotating rifler, which Apex is, Flamesy anchors long, ZywOo's the A AWP.
Right.
Apex wants information from his mid to B defender on if they can be up catwalk. Whether that came or not, we were going to have no way of finding out. And could just be frustrated at himself for expecting it to not be a possibility. But a ballsy call from Imma, and an important kill into a round 1.
Pushing his bit around that corner, smoke exposed and a deleted. Lovely team play to start. It's ZywOo and Flames name plated.
Looks like Fit's being handled, doesn't it?
It does. 4th and 7 so far in this second map. Another clear. That actually might expose this catwalk walk. No one noted. JL and Imma responsible for lower and short.
It's one of the conversations with this NaVi roster. Some of these extremity players, JL and Bit, have had their time in the sun. And Imma, we've been going, okay, well, where is this Gamer Legion MVP level performance in a major? He didn't get it, but it was of that ilk. And, oh, okay, Apex just spotted the back turn from Alexi there. That smoke did not completely cover the corner. Orb can now mantle up and hold the line. But if we have to turn to Imma to find the impact, well, then we have to turn to Imma, says NaVi. He's definitely capable. Been having a good tournament too.
So I was searching for this. He wants to get ahead of them.
Here's the molly.
That molly will force a decision out of him. Does have the smoke grenade. Flashbang lands though, and he's just going to be crouching away, finding an angle, overlooked completely. Oh, ZywOo! A triple kill on the AWP. It's going to be denied by Wonderful. But that is masterful from ZywOo.
Yeah, you feel he's done enough, don't you? JL Wonderful, not even connected.
You said you want to find out whose paradise it is. It's definitely looking like ZywOo. the more comfortable of the two. JL onto Flames, Apex repositions. JL was brought low, and Wonderful has the bomb. Getting across this, two players. Covered a bit by the Flame, nice adjustment, taps the head, gets across. Spinks has missed his shot, and wait a second. That bomb is planted. They haven't got the health, but this is gonna be crazy. All the damage is there, Spinks and Apex. They get through it. Stressful, sweat on the brow, and that's Apex's first kill to secure the round.
Damn, how does ZywOo get away with that towards the car position? The molly comes in, the flash is great, he's getting singed, but they don't believe anybody's home. He's just tucked behind it. This is the opener. They've got Bit's number at the moment. Car's on fire, but ZywOo's not, keeps his cool, locks down two more frags. Yeah, and Alexi not happy with how that one unfolded.
How cool do you have to be to see the molly land at your feet, your face blinded, white screen, and you still crouch and navigate, keep yourself hidden, overlooked by NaVi?
Yeah, well, the flashes have been working against ZywOo. Just go back to Nuke.
Yeah.
The Bit 1v1. He's completely blind, pathing back through the door, having no issue with the white screen, still gets to deliver, and now a flavor of aggression.
Yeah, this is a different look. Bringing the fight to SMGs and Tech 9. Two AK-47s. Far from ideal. Here's the flash setup. ZywOo was not responsible for lower. Spinks calling for the flash. Wants to fight.
Deep.
Wonderful. Oh, no vision, but no problem. Spinks hits the shot. Bit will find the trade. The rifle upgrade. They're advancing mid. They want to test. And ZywOo's AWP, though, is perfectly set up to collect. Oh, he's tucked away from window. Now he returns to it. Could be perfectly timed. ZywOo again, his 11th. And puts Imet in the dirt.
You have to go A. You know the AWP is over towards B. You'd want to try and scurry up catwalk and isolate a fight.
ZywOo's bringing the fight to them.
Catch that!
How's that? Nade to the face, Bit's gone. JL could be ZywOo's next. Oh, he's so aware. The re-aggression, the multi-kills keep coming. And Alexi B feels helpless. He really is.
You can see things are starting to get a bit frazzled for NaVi. Freeze time had ended and they were still working out who was taking what at the start of this round. It didn't help that Vitality opted to start things aggressively. Spinks teeing off with the opener, and then from there, NaVi trying to worm their way into any crevices they can. ZywOo's dealt with the problems, and Alexi might just be hoping for the save. We're going to get to the final round of the half. The loss bonus only 1,900, and that's due to the back and forth nature of this game. It hasn't been clean Counter-Strike. And that's to be said for either side as, well, Blade taking some notes. Alexi trying to defend his honor. Worst case, he'd go down after time. Apex will give him at least a little something to work with. And a miserable bye for the final round of the first half of the second map for NaVi.
ZywOo's becoming a real nuisance. Apex, lovely nade. We saw this trajectory square on the jaw of Bit. So our final round of this second map's first half. Molly to limit Spinks' aggressive options. He's still sticking around the doors. Scout fires off a couple of shots, warning shots across the doors.
Yeah, noisy through lower as well, so on their haunches. Spinks and Apex, aware that a mid to B pop could be a possibility with pistols. Just go back to round with the save rifle, a couple of pistols. ZywOo getting 4 on that B retake. It's a frustrating round for NaVi to lose, but the ramifications, they could have had the half win. Now they have to just settle for what would likely be a 6-6 unless they can pull out a miracle with this investment. Apex banking on a mid to B or a B hit, but right now, very short-centric, and it's just the rifle of Flames. ZywOo will have to cheat back and leave the gap of long if they think it's going to be the A play up catwalk.
Yeah, it's really putting a lot of faith into Flames. 3 on the wrong side of the map as this hit starts to come in. Flames does miss the first opportunity, but ZywOo in support. ZywOo doesn't hit his second shot. Flames has gone down. The site will be taken. Alexi tasked with getting that bomb code punch, but ZywOo, a headshot to Wonderful. That was all that was visible. Just takes him down. So nonchalant with it. And now so uncomfortable. Sure, the bomb is down, but is this going to be another Vitality retake? It looks good because Alexi's low, 8 HP after his battle with Apex. Bit will get aggressive, but now they're pushing shorts. Good from Spinks, needs more. Bomb about half gone. Apex approaching towards the ramp. JL's actually hit it with the scout, and Apex can't do it. NaVi will take the lead on the half. And this pistol means an awful lot.
When we get an action in map number 2, plenty of retake scenarios unfolding within that first half of play. Let's see if we can say the same for the second. Door smoke out the gates. 3 towards Cat. NaVi want to fight.
They're bringing the fight. And it's going to work out wonderfully. Long range. Bit uses the dual Berettas to great effect. He tames it as well with Wonderful's help. They find ZywOo. No contributions from ZywOo in this pistol.
Well, careful now, Apex. You've got the bomb. Your teammates have found some space. Alexi looking to address that.
Smoke will limit his contributions. Wonderful. Perhaps could do more on the site. He's been spotted towards the Gandalf position. Flames jumping, gets that info, knows where 2 of them are. One short, one Gandalf, and a well-placed Molotov, but he's pushed the smoke. Alexi catches him looking elsewhere, and Wonderful farming heads, and 4 from Wonderful's pistol!
Bit struggled in map number 1, but coming into map number 2, he has had impact in both pistol rounds. And if I'm Wonderful right there, I'm giving an extra thank you to my in-game leader for that distraction. I was pinned, I was stuck, and I was on fire. But he drew the attention so I could take him down with me.
All of those assists for Alexi, you saw them in the feed as well. He just softens them up, has 3 eyes dragged towards his position, and it's beautifully converted by Wonderful.
Scout for Apex, a bit of a classic. Maybe you see this and think, why has he got it and not ZywOo? Well, this is something Apex has been doing for some time now. That movement speed, and he loves to take a risk. Straight down the gut, secures middle, puts pressure on Wonderful. It's just a scout and Glocks. So they require these tags to make it possible. Emma with the other M4, currently jiggling over towards A ramp. How good is Apex? That's the question.
Oh, Apex completely flicks and deletes. Ime's gone. Flames has contributed. Wonderful watching now as Alexi has to try and convert. This is weird. He's got the perfect weapon for the job, but still, watch out. ZywOo has a rifle. No Kevlar, jumping with the SMG, chips away, does more damage to 2 of them, Spinks down, and there you go.
Well, they'll scavenge those M4s back. They'll take their time before the defuse, but I asked the question, how good is Apex? Did exactly what he needed to do on the scout to open the door. The bomb goes down and the buy comes through.
Yeah, a perfect demonstration of why he feels confident buying that. Look at this shot, outrageous. Headshot into Ime. Bang! Oh, the restabilization, that kind of micro adjustment. He overflicks and adjusts.
Well, the extra bit of cash in Vitality's back pocket means utility. It's full. Means the door smoke from spawn again from Apex. Don't think they'll be applying pressure out long based off of the spawns. They want to pipe down the guts of middle, put a lot of pressure on the A rotation of Emma. Seems like on the agenda. Mid-smoke cleared, nobody spotted.
It's a cool way to get the info safely. Flash, nade for the clear, jump across.
Oh, that's rehearsed, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that one. Trying to set them up for success, and it works out. Team play at the highest level.
Felt like as soon as it was noted, it wasn't the long extremity play. They weren't all in, but they have to be going for mid and short control. So they harassed. The little combo of util. They still will get short. Emma on the jiggle. Has a molly, has a smoke, can block.
Blind, drops. Well, that flash has achieved an awful lot. Forces a reposition. Out of that ramp player.
Well, rerouting now, Vitality. Mid to B smoke lands. Alexi might have to push long to assist. In the meantime, NaVi need to batten down the hatches on B. Bit has a molly and a smoke. You feel this is the perfect package for defense.
He's just thrown out that incendiary. The smoke not far behind. They're really going to have to hope that they can kick through this front door. Good flash. Flames blind. Bit responsible for the potential of Flamesy. Starting his advance now.
Away.
Starting his advance. Slipping the net though. ZywOo kicks open the front door. They're in! Mezzy and ZywOo take the B site by force. Retake possibilities. The kit present. Alexi rushing through T-spawn. to try and find a route and an avenue back into this bomb site.
Yeah, but take a look. Mezzi has another smoke.
Oh,
Could
dear.
drop that out towards doors. That's going to buy them another 20 seconds. Held off on deploying it. Didn't get skittish. Didn't send it out too early. And right now, if you're NaVi, how do you breach back in?
Flash in front of the tons. Alexi B is having a look at.
Halfway gone.
Backing away. Backing away. Ladies and gentlemen, Vitality on the board on their T side. Ima being hunted. He sticks around for one, but Flames takes out his gun.
That actually stings a little bit. Wonderful. And Ima going down in the previous, losing those M4s, right?
Yes, it adds up. It's going to compound.
So there are going to be issues for the NaVi purchase, and this
there
is
you go.
tough. I thought we'd see something a little bit more aggressive from NaVi across the map because it was so quiet. They didn't know exactly what space Vitality had, and your B defense needs to multi-kill. That wasn't the case. Vitality break through. They pursed their first round on the T side early and have put themselves in a position to get on top of the finances.
Apex gives it a quick glance, respects the util. And so long will be defended. They can leave and park Alexi B. That's his now responsibility. Ima and Bit start to reposition. Change of plans. No util on Bit, gonna park him there instead.
Okay, well, right now, a stack cold on the CT side, the B bomb site under fortified, and that could be a problem unless JO can go huge. He's only working with a Deagle. He's the most under-equipped of his entire team. Oof, and it seems stressful with these type of rotations for NaVi. Are they trying to get too tricky with it? Apex just going to apply a bit of pressure. But this isn't where they're coming.
Yeah, JL and a Deagle. There is nothing for him here!
It's got to be a save. It's got to be a save. That's it.
A round determined by a single headshot.
Just based on the CT setup NaVi had, they were hedging their bets that it was going to be this A play. And JO has so much on his plate. You have to feel for the guy. He only has the Deagle. He's been left to his own devices. It's so quiet, and then everything comes at once. There was pressure towards long, so the comms are from his teammates. He's thinking, oh, they're going for an A split. They're trying to come out long.
And there's an IGL yourself, Chad. Surely this is a round that feels extra good for Apex. He's the one that's called it. He's thrown out this fake, and his boys walk into an essentially open bomb site.
Yeah, just completely outmaneuvered them. Well, they are going to hold on to 3 rifles and a scout, so there's still problems. But NaVi's financial decisions going forward, I think they should take a timeout to get Blade on the mic, just to have the conversation, just to make sure everybody's on the same page. Because now it's just a 2-round game. It's these little details that can really add up. And here it is, the highlight of round number 16.
He was quick to it as well. Even if JL was caught switching. I mean, he can be frustrated by that, but it was a fake out by Vitality, and you can see that does feel good for Apex, a smile on his face.
Yeah, JL went to hit the table, then just laughed, because what else can you do?
Second tag timeout used.
And they are getting Blade involved in this conversation. Alexi has been able to bring in an MP9. JL, by that fortune, has been given an A1S. But Blade, traditionally, off the back of these, and we'll keep harping on about him. There's a reason he's on that flag right there.
Universally, one of the most celebrated coaches is Blade.
I think you've got Zonic and then Blade.
Yeah.
That's the top of the tree, the top of the mountain.
And so we'll see if NaVi can find double digits, or will Vitality continue to close that gap?
They're coming in.
It's a test of the long defense. Ima deleted by Zywoo. First bullet finds his head.
What's the response? What space is taken back? The CTs have to do something.
It looks for answers towards the upper tons. Flames playing a very passive game. Apex the same, just spotting out mid. Bit's not going to get anything anytime soon. I say that. Look at what's happening towards T-Spawn. They're going to leave Spinks with all of this long control.
Even still, it's such a tough fight for Bit to have to go to, and only with the FAMAS, he has full nades. He hasn't investigated for information. He's worried that there's a player just defaulting in upper tunnels, and this is bad info. He's about to get a surprise.
Unless he adjusts and finds the headshot, confirms the whole team's there. Bit has done a lot now to equalize and to give them a chance to defend, but the site already lost. Sprinting across the doors. Apex gets the package to be secured, pushing though, disrupting. Straight through the smoke was Bit. Tried to get there ahead of the play. Instead, Apex takes his head off. Spinks spotted out, tagged up, big from Wonderful on the scout. JL spamming through. It's going to be Alexi set up with some nades for this, but it's not the weapon for the retake. JL the only one with the rifle, and are they really not going to give this a go? They're working it out. A tough site to retake, especially with that smoke on the doors. ZywOo could burn to that. That could be problems, but he gets ahead of it. Just 10 HP on ZywOo, but look at that. Mezzi's good for one. JL trying to multi. Only one can stop them. It's Apex. The kid on JL. It's not enough. NaVi find 10. A retake into the bomb site, and it's JL and Wonderful.
Retake is the key in this matchup right now. Both of these teams going for rounds. These 50-50 scenarios, not going for the saves. They're here to entertain in this grand final. And this is massive from JL. The impact just keeps on coming. ZywOo thrust forward by the flames. Wonderful has to hit that shot, and the defuse is there. Double digits first for NaVi, but we continue to go blow for blow.
That AWP's out for ZywOo. We talked about his proficiency on finding that damage on the doors. This time, nothing to report.
Again, towards this B site. Vitality have an affinity for the B finish.
This one's going to be earlier, though. And it's JL with Wonderful close.
Smoke's not going to stop him.
Oh, he starts to spam. He commits to the spray. 30 bullets and no kills. He still gets away with one. Where is he going? Bit jumps into ZywOo's AWP. I can't believe we're back. Oh, what a shot! Over the smoke, Wonderful sent to the shadow realm by ZywOo. Combat AWPing, Alexi creeping, Spinks overlooking the possibility as down they go. It's Immer's double. Hold your horses, Apex in the clutch, and Alexi denies.
These retakes are insane.
Again, they take the site. 11 is theirs as they look to equalize and take Vitality's map pick back.
We have had this on both halves in this second map of play. Teams giving it a go, giving it a chance, getting in their face and making it work on NaVi.
A map of retakes. I thought ZywOo had sealed the deal with that one.
Yeah, Wonderful's head in the clouds as he goes to look over them. But Immer from tunnels with the double, and you've got to be frustrated with that. You have to be frustrated if you're Vitality. You're in the site, the bomb is down. We talk about how difficult it is to retake this B bomb site. And NaVi, they're pulling it out when it matters most.
The B bomb site, notoriously one of the hardest to get back into, but I think they're flipping the script today in this grand final. 11 for NaVi. Two successful retakes in back-to-back fashion, and look what it's done to Vitality. They took 30 seconds, ZywOo doesn't hit it. No early damage from Vitality's scout.
Well, we saw NaVi trip up to lighter buys in map number 1. It can't happen again, and Wonderful will not allow it. Opening kill onto the in-game lead, and now it's gonna have to be the puppet master from the grave. Another clear, another fight. And they just want to harass.
That's well placed, that's well timed. Limits Flames' options, will have to drop off. Respect the flame. ZywOo scout noted on Cat. A flash from Alexi, and Immer confirms no one's active. No one's forward.
NaVi are using mid as a bit of a death funnel, knowing Vitality have to play into it, just with the sheer amount of utility that they're lobbing in to make this uncomfortable. Vitality have to turn back to the extremities, and you've cracked into the B bomb site multiple times. So that's where if you're Apex, you think, well, we're making the right call, we're getting into the sites, we just need to finish these rounds.
And there's a chance for ZywOo. Doesn't find the headshot, but puts JL down. And on notice, he will require Bit's assistance if they test him on B. But look at this re-aggress. Alexi B pushed through. Takes the fight to Flames. Only 3 for Vitality, but they managed to get in again. It's happening again. A headshot from Spinks. now it's their control. Trying to flash through. Spinks, can he find him? No, he can't. Solid work as this now becomes a 2v2. All to play for. Kit on the AWPer, Mezzi and ZywOo. France and Britain working together to keep Vitality in this. Mezzi tested first, lovely headshot, Immer helpless, and it's Mezzi to secure it.
The faith Apex has to have in these finishes, he was the first to go down, still calls them into the B play. We just touched on it, the fact they're getting in time and time again, just losing the retakes. This B bomb site leaky like a sieve right now for that of Bit and JL, and they've been in situations. This was the best one yet for them to lock down that site hit. And Alexi has to sit back and just think, what can I do? Do I have to start calling stacks? Do we need to start playing more aggressively in towards tunnels? We can't be executed on towards that B site now. Think about how that's going to play into NaVi's head for the rest of this map.
A proven vulnerability. And wonderful scout. Can it replicate what ZywOo just did? 2 sequential tags, 2 body shots to JL, opening up that site. Spinks as well with a double entry. This is bleak when you take a look at the smorgasbord of sidearms. NaVi do not have the edge. Can Vitality make this one look painless?
We're discussing what the execute's going to be. Bridge smoke to be deployed now. Apex, something cooking as well. It's just wonderful. He's going to be forced off the line by this util.
Nothing for him here. It's a perfect call after abusing that B bomb site. Now they hit A. And Alexi's limited in his contributions now with only 17 points of health. Immer on the ramp won't be the first to move. Waiting for some distraction, but Flames, he's having none of it. Oh yes, clean as can be. Clean as a whistle for Vitality's 9. 5 alive!
NaVi were in the power position, but there's a air of change in the arena. It has to be an eco before the guns can come out again. And before we get there, we need to see what is even going to be possible for NaVi. I'm taking a look at the cash with the loss bonus of 2,400 coming into the next. I don't think we will get an AWP in the mix. It's a flash on Bit. Would need to be the definition of perfect. It's tough to see NaVi getting anything done in a round like this. NaVi looking to concede 10. Vitality are about to make this a one-round game. Oh, that nade's not bad, is it? Hello.
Bowling. JL the skittle.
Going for that one again, are you, ZywOo?
It felt good last time.
Seeing if anyone in the crowd will give him a hand.
They do start their push. That's the flashbang, that's the go, and that's the end of that one. Spinks, combination of bullets and flame. He leaves with 3. One-round game.
And as far as the scoreboard is concerned, a good map for the stars of Vitality, both ZywOo and Spinks delivering. 20 for ZywOo, 18 for Spinks. Okay. An AWP has been dropped across. That's had to be facilitated by JL. Only one who could have made that a possibility. So wonderful, will get his weapon of choice. Blade takes his 3rd and final tactical timeout of regulation. Where the loss bonuses are at right now, it's going to be 2,900 into the next for NaVi. That means they will probably take a partial. Vitality could get to 12 first. Has to be a discussion about saved rifles. But if the game continues in the fashion it has so far, NaVi have been up for almost every retake scenario.
And if you're NaVi, are you overly concerned about B? Do you leave some absences on long? Because that looks like where Vitality are headed as fast as possible.
Corner smoke, flashes are out.
Wonderful. That AWP is perfect for the job. That's why you put it in his hands. And he's getting run at. Spinks gets ahead of the play. Now he's trapped. The AWPer is vulnerable. He needs support. ZywOo scoped up and ready to punish. The flames come in. The extinguish from his teammate. Alexi B extends Wonderful's round.
But he's pinned. He's stuck towards the car position. He's under so much pressure right now.
He peeks, he dies. He peeks, he loses. That smoke won't last forever. ZywOo has his target set. Another one, replenishing a deeper smoke to give Wonderful something to play around. Misses his chance, but Spinks heavily wounded.
Here comes another molly. Wonderful has to move.
Using the smoke, but burns down. Finally, he falls. They find it, but Flames, he's been waiting for this. They're going... Oh no! He fumbles the jump, and Bit gets a freebie. Charging his Apex, trying to be the one in, trying to find a way in. But it's Alexi that shows him a way out. Jumping on the spam, only ZywOo remains in an impossible clutch. Brought down to 21, Flames at his feet, he finds headshots. But it's NaVi that find 12. One away from tying up this grand final.
They were under so much pressure towards Long. They were using everything they had to try and bail Wonderful out, and he still burns down. Flamesy, the misstep, the misjump, the sound cue, the kill back in, and then NaVi can turn their attention to Long and mop up the mess.
Oh, Xtaz watching from the sidelines. It's tough to be a coach in these intense games. Powerless.
Do you go back to B?
It's worked for you before. JL only operating with an MP9. NaVi still battered and bruised in the economical department.
If you're Alexi, you feel like you have to call the cheat over, or some form of aggression. Does he push Long? Does he take the risk? Because if it is a B execute again, JL and Bit, they haven't been fragging in the capacity required. It's been retakes, how NaVi have won those rounds.
They just need one round. A lot hinging on when Bit feels the pressure and throws out that smoke grenade. Jumping for info towards mid. JL listening, pressing his ear to the wall, hoping for a sound cue to give him an indication as to where that bomb will end up. 60 seconds now as Apex, in combination with his team, take doors and mid. A flash, a simple approach, nothing to report, and a smoke on CT.
They're making this look like a default round. We're up cat, we're applying pressure towards A, we're applying pressure towards mid. Now B smoke in exchange with the lurk.
There's a little gap between the two smokes there that Spinks is brave enough to find himself in. Oh, he's done him! Booked! JL! Into the site. He knows Bit's around here somewhere. Now he knows exactly where he is. Knife out, charging in. Bit gets Messi. Bit gets both! Bit could have secured it. Can he take Dust 2 single-handedly? Holding his bomb site and delivering the headshots necessary. Only Flames can reignite some hope for Vitality. A 1 versus 2, but time against him. He's a dead man walking. It's NaVi! Tying us up 1 each.
Bit was absent on map number 1, but he showed up in map number 2. Impact on the pistols and to close. 13 to 10. Teams taking each other's turf. We've got a best of 5 final, baby.
Bring on Mirage! Map 3, let's get into it.
NaVi went to war yesterday on Mirage versus Mouse. It was the clutch factor that was the difference maker. But so far in this series, it's been the pistols. Vitality with both on Nuke, NaVi with both on Dust 2. This one could have massive ramifications.
But they're heading towards ZywOo. He hasn't had his majestic pistol round yet. Spinks spots him out, confirms their suspicion. ZywOo's been equipped for this, but he's got no vision. A white screen fades to black as Bit demonstrates his prowess on the Glock. And Alexi B fills the feed with flash assists. He set them both up for that.
Just chip damage with that nade, a kill. Might have given Vitality a way back in, but the defense to open up. It was very site-centric, 2-3 split, no info play through middle, and the B execute from NaVi, it finds success. Just 2 kills, the bomb goes down, and there's no wait for Vitality to take on a 3v5 disadvantage. Just looking to hold on to their Kevlar. We'll see what that leaves for the next round of play. And they're starting to hunt. They want to take away the Kevlar. Apex doesn't have any. It's just a flash. It'd be Flamesy and Mezzy the two you want to find. So tucked in, Flamesy, oh, he's able to get a kill for his troubles.
It's a bleak start for Vitality. You've just had 10 minutes in the sunshine. Sit back down, back to work, and a quick pistol win for NaVi.
Well, keeping the Kevlar does now allow a couple of Famises to come into the mix. A Scout as well for ZywOo. He can do a couple of tags, and then they can finish off. SMG for Spinks, Deagle for Apex. And these type of rounds, both teams have shown some issues against the lighter buys. Both teams have had struggles, and that's to do with the pressure. That's to do with the environment. Now, we talk about NaVi, their structure as a team, how good they are and how good they should be at closing out rounds where they have these advantages. But because of the environment, because of the bright lights, we've seen some trip-ups.
You heard the devs discussing their prowess on the default.
These are the type of the rounds where the CTs might do something more outside of the box, a little bit riskier, a crazier maneuver, an all-in, a push that you're not ready for, or a boost.
That's one hell of a find. Might be overlooked by NaVi. No one on the wait just yet.
Really taking their time. NaVi hoping for an aggressive Lear.
Dismounted upon the fade. They are encroaching towards this two-man hold of Connector. JL spotted out. Apex fires off a warning shot. Testing Flames. That's a good flash. Does hit someone. Oh, Apex has found a headshot. Now Flames can build upon it. Shut down by JL. Good work from Spink, still here. And just like that, a second round force buy from Vitality is 1 kill away from conversion. And already ZywOo hits the scout shot. Seals his fate.
That's why you can't count out any of these rounds. These
woes.
force buys, precisely right, for both of these teams. It's going to be tough every single round. And what we learned from Dust 2, retakes are possible. We've reached a point in Counter-Strike not that long ago where saving was always the best option. Taking your toys home, packing them up, and going back to play for another day. But Apex loves the way that one feels. A connector-heavy setup that just makes mincemeat of NaVi. No plan for them, but the force has to come back out due to the loss bonus. They'll try Tech-9s and Deagles. So stunned by Vitality, this would be the uppercut to take control of the finances.
Alexi B looks like he's walking straight into Apex. Oh. The smoke just guising Alexi's crawl, but finds it all the same. Mezzi blind, calling for backup, strafes away, spotted but not dead. Spinks is there in support, Bit's done well to find Mezzi. Spinks, they know where you are, and they hit the headshot necessary. They need to fight another day. Hold on, Immer's down. Apex reactivates. It's Apex and Flames to close. Those FAMASs do what they had to.
Response time there from Vitality was on point. Everybody getting over towards that B site to make sure the bomb doesn't go down. There's no chance for NaVi to set up the post plant, and that's them taking control. That uppercut I was talking about has put NaVi on their ass. Good entry on the way in for Bit. They had to fight hard for this, but the dent, that's all it was. Vitality, they can stand up, they can shrug it off. Now they can set their sights on an easy third round. One Deagle, that's in Immer's hands, and he's already been chunked. 33 points of health, shell shock from the nade.
That's suboptimal from Flames. Not the end of the world, given what he's up against. Just the missed smoke on Palace will throw out the incendiary.
And Vitality have been in a couple of finals this year. Pro League blown out. Best of 5, didn't even get a map. Dallas, well, don't say Stewie 2K's name too loud, excuse me.
Well, they probably thought that was theirs for the taking.
Now Cologne, the one that Apex has been hunting for a decade. Been in 2 finals before. One alongside of ZywOo back in 2019 in his rookie year. We touched on it earlier in the piece against Liquid.
And Apex has set his sights on glory, stating he wants to take a Kato or a Cologne and a Major before he retires. And here he is on the grand final stage. It's Flames! Stunning work! Yeah, stylish. Very stylish. He loves to fight. You talk to him, he doesn't want to sit still. He doesn't want to hold an angle, hold and stare at his crosshair. He wants to fight. He wants to bring the fight. And the fight came to him this time.
It doesn't sound like the type of player you want to make a CT side anchor, does it?
You could say that, yeah.
He's a very versatile player.
Oh, lovely adjustment onto that jumping JL. Not bad.
All right, well, the guns are back out now for NaVi. This is a pretty standard approach we've seen from NaVi. 2 players over towards A on Palace and the ramp. But Flamesy aggressive, flash forward, gets the fight. Alexi wins it out. Bit now will search, JL the same.
Alexi goes down. Apex and Spinks combine to find the equalizer, but that's a gap for Bit.
This is naughty by ZywOo. They're not going to clear it.
Oh, they're not. He could have got both. A dink onto Bit. Huge work, that angle. Catching them completely off guard. They thought they had the space. Apex has repositioned nicely around that smoke.
Throughout this game, Vitality throw these little spanners in the works. Flamesy's the A defender. He fights mid first, dies. Both JL and Bit activate for space, expecting this to be a retake A setup. ZywOo tucked in dark, waiting for exactly that moment. And now it's Apex's turn. Spinks has taken so much space in the map. Imma, on the other side of things, could be the difference maker. Who strikes first on the lurk?
There's a timer on all of this. Molotov available, will force out Apex, flies up the ladder, not going to be found. No, where's the comms? Bit! Unable to adjust, it falls to Wonderful. Spinks has been working towards this, and Wonderful might overlook it if he steps back into the line of fire. Spinks will convert another Vitality round.
I think you're bang on there about where's the comms. How does Bit not know that there's a player up on the balcony? The flames are in, the burn is heard. I think he was even spotted.
He gets shot at.
That's a rough one. But felt like Spinks always had the deal sealed with this flank around the world. Vitality continue the winning ways. 3 rounds the difference. Alexi. He's afforded a bit. An AK-47.
Straight off of a round where Bit looked frustrated. And then Blade gets involved.
Maybe he doesn't like the call. They can always sell back. Or maybe he loves the call, just wants to make a couple of little tweaks. They're in the position with the loss bonus, 3,400 into the next, where they can take a few more of these liberties. In the next, we will see them get into what should be the full buy round. Maybe the AWP for Wonderful even comes into play.
What do you make of the prioritization of smoke grenades? Not a single flashbang, but everyone, bar Bit, seems to be starting with the smoke.
Well, it's going to give them round openers and then potentially closers. Sure, the flashes are great to try and facilitate the duels, but if they get the window smoke in, might just be able to swing out and look to take those fights. There you go, a couple of late flashes in from Alexi. Insta window lined up from Imma. Even a molly in the back pocket of JL. That's going to be used through Palace. So there's the opener, top cat and window. Very standard as far as Mirage is concerned, but this is more of a direct approach. Wanting to hit A quite heavily this time. No interesting maneuvers, no interesting calls from Vitality. They should be able to get in NaVi.
Flames. He activates early, spamming away, finds Bit through the smoke.
That was the AK.
Just like that, falls into Alexi B's unarmored hands. Trying to prioritize the plant, Apex swings through. Another body drops left and right, NaVi dropping like flies. JL tries as hard as he might, but it's empty. It's all Vitality, 5, with just the 1 casualty. That was not what they were aiming for, Chad.
And again, the response time from Vitality.
Right.
Everybody just rotating, giving up their positional advantage. They know it's the all-in. Sending all the bodies across. Now the AWP will come out for Wonderful. That's the change. They have everything that they hope to proceed with NaVi on this T side.
Yeah, we haven't seen those rounds where there's just that moment's respite for NaVi.
Well, maybe you need another JL crazy clutch on 1 HP with 1 bullet.
Oh, we've seen those.
But that was how they got rounds on the board yesterday. True. It was clutches. Clutches were how NaVi were able to present opportunities on the T side.
But this proactivity from Vitality is making clutching awfully difficult. Even planting. Look how spread they are on that mini-map.
This is it. If Vitality opt to not play standard with their position, aggression dealt with. JL loves this to dodge the flash. Number advantage. Huge nade, massive damage. Apex just takes the fight, jumping. The Guardian Angel on Vitality.
That's a gift. Imma shut down early.
I feel like risks will be rewarded against NaVi. Maybe not constantly, but it feels like the right time, the right place, and it can completely unravel NaVi in their proceedings. We talk about how good they can be on the default. Well, if you can do things, again, outside of the box, a little bit quirky, a little bit different, Alexi has to puzzle solve quicker, and how many solutions has Blade run the boys through? "30 seconds, reroute. Finish undecided, fight coming their way."
It's Mezzi going through the paces. Alexi B
That's a B defender.
catches out Mezzi, and Alexi B down to Zywoo, cannot adjust. An important trade from JL, overlooking Spinks, confirms the spray, but now Bit will activate. 15 seconds, where's that bomb? It's on the back of Wonderful.
Gotta plant safe.
And he's gonna have to find a safe haven to plant. Will do so. Apex starts to close the gap. We talked about clutches. We were talking about NaVi. Wonderful denies Apex's charge. There's the second.
I admire the confidence there from Wonderful to peek back into that angle. Could have just towed her up towards spawn, given Apex a lot of room to work and attempt that 1v2 scenario, but the fact he just snuffs it out immediately. "Hello, I've seen you. I have the better gun. Bang, you are dead." And NaVi, they do find a solution. This is Apex. Important kill from Bit, dealing with Spinks. And a strong finish from NaVi. That one didn't have to be a crazy clutch. Teamwork making the dream work to keep them in this. 3 rounds the difference.
Everyone providing what was necessary.
Zywoo now with the AWP.
Different look, very different look for NaVi into this one. Sending him across early, but Zywoo is starting B.
Could be the right call. There'll be a lot of bodies coming his way. Can shut them down with the AWP in hand. Has Mezzi for support from market window.
Zywoo tested here, and he's going to win out on the head-to-head. Wonderful, shut down by the AWP. Zywoo re-aggressing. Oh, an opportunity, could not track the jumping Bit. Hunting him down now. Zywoo still gets another. Oh! Triple kill entry. There's nothing left for Vitality. Flames and Spinks overlooking him, and he'll get that one eventually. But Bit doing one better into B.
Oh, that leap of faith from Bit. You didn't think that it was going to cost Zywoo. That miss. Bit gets up in his face, and they just line up. Bit found his form on Dust 2. Pistol rounds, his impact felt. The final round to close with that weak B defense. And now kick it up a fuss here with T-side Mirage.
Outrageous.
Important save for Spinks. The good graces will retain the M4. Can also drop across an AWP for Zywoo. Zywoo can drop another rifle. Vitality can still have a pretty deadly buy, but a conversation to be had, thinks Xtaz. Here it is again, look at Bit. Troubles on map number 1. Oh. May have had you at home worried, but Bit says, I'm here to play. EWC, MVP, Bit.
MVP candidate here in Cologne. A slow start.
Janko just said on the desk, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And that conversation is wide open. The fact we have one map apiece. Back on Navi's turf, streaks to defend for either team. And that is how it's going to come together. Spinks facilitates the ult for Zywoo. Zywoo drops a rifle across. At the moment, that's in the hands of Apex.
Good round, boys. Sick! That's good initiative on B. You didn't stop on it. Fucking nice, bro. 6 shots. Joska, brother.
Bigging up his star.
Yeah, keeping it cool, keeping it calm. Flamesy with an MP9, Mezzi with a Deagle. So the mid defense for Vitality has everything they desire to try and shut this down. I say that, Zywoo starts B with the AWP again. He's not going to get as much action this time round.
Yeah, the setup on A could have a cause for concern. Just a Desert Eagle and an SMG for Flames and Mezzi.
But these are the tricks that I'm talking about with Vitality. Mezzi, traditionally, a B defender. So does he play first? It looks like from default, him and Flamesy are setting up a bit of a crossfire. Apex still to chip in from window slash connector. Spinks up in that vent room. Smoke's cleared, and it's really important the space that Ime is getting time and time again. Walking out, Mezzi spotted. Something's up.
Mezzi the first. Flames flies up the ladder. Gets away with murder. Ime should be able to put this one in. Very low HP, and it's a double kill for Ime. The site is theirs. Spinks and ZywOo, their priorities change.
I don't think there's a conversation. This has to be the save for Vitality. It's more about will NaVi hunt.
This could have huge ramifications if they do choose to. Are they in a position to?
Just send one or two bodies, nothing more. And you don't want to give them a way back in if they have gone fishing. We can see they've turtled up, trying to hold on to these white knuckle grip, just to give themselves something to carry into the next. Loss bonus is starting to mount. 2,400.
Yeah, it looks like IEM has been given the green light to go looking, but he's heading in the wrong direction.
I wonder now if Vitality want to try and shut down this mid control. Alexi's getting his pathing towards Island in middle. He's getting to play behind tap, play in front of the box. Imma's being able to walk through the underpass. We have seen some rounds where Vitality have attempted to harass, but it's difficult to do. It's difficult to do without all the weapons and all the utility. And it's such an all-in. If you lose those jewels, NaVi could just waltz away with another. 1 round difference, still in the favor of Vitality. We had the pistol, but the force buy back from Vitality is what led to 5 consecutive rounds until NaVi have whirred into action.
It's a 1 round game, folks. Saved Rifle's the only respite, a chance for Vitality. NaVi have the edge, and they're going as a pack. Quick, liggity split up mid, testing Spinks. Down he goes. Mezzi's Deagle, next victim for JL.
Good support work there from JL. The flashes come over, but he denies. If they still head towards B, the Orb's here.
Yeah, this is what it is. It's just ZywOo. ZywOo standing between them. Around, and Wonderful puts him down. Gets his revenge from the last test on B. Flames and his Deagle. Oh, nearly did something.
The fact they've kept this almost spotless. Oh, JL, you've heard that. That is spotless. That's miraculous. You thought there was going to be a car crash potential on short. The flash comes over. 2 players come swinging out of the vent room. They're lining up. There's so many bodies in mid. NaVi say no. And JL, he's looking the other way so the flash doesn't do its full impact. And this one, flash around the corner. ZywOo just standing there in the open, and Wonderful gets the better of him. The Des did say after map 1, you can't have Apex having the most impact in the map. That can't be the consistent formula for a Vitality victory.
Who's going to step up? Who will it be? It's not Flamesy, not here. Not on A, not now. And XCB and Imma flood the site. Nice one back from ZywOo. Spinks decides the round is on by catching Bid. And then, oh, a hunt from Alexi. He brings the fight to the defender. Ezzy and ZywOo have a decision to make. Ouch. That's a mistake. Another.
Crushing pace changes out of NaVi in back-to-back rounds. They know the save guns are in the mix in the previous. Get stuck in, straight through the guts of middle. This time in towards A. Merciless. Good calling from Alexi. Puts them up to 6. They can win the half. And a miserable scene for Vitality's buy. Feeling the pressure is Apex. It's been here twice before, losing for a 3rd time in Cologne in the final. That one's really going to leave a mark. ZywOo definitely had some influence on Dust too, but it wasn't enough to get them across the line. He's the superstar. The desk also set him up. You want to be in the GOAT conversation, well, the trophy cabinet has to match. And in these type of games, this is where you need to step up. We've got Inferno next. That's a guarantee. Anubis if we need it, and that's if these two teams decide they want to take it there. MP9 and Famus.
I bought this every day. Bro, it's the crowd, I swear.
Shouldn't swear in the cathedral. Mid shot from the AWP, Apex, he is not scared, is he?
But he's having to take the risks.
Again, it looks like he is putting himself on the line in pursuit of some sort of early lead, an advantage for his team. And NaVi, they can seize the lead at the half. Our final round of this third map's first half. Mezzi's B-site hold, Spinks and Mezzi, this duo. Smoke that could be disrespected. It has been. Spinks looking elsewhere. Mezzi has so much to do, so much required of him, and they overlook the position. The FAMAS is good for one, but Spinks has fumbled. Empty-handed in his contributions. Flames keeps us level. Apex pushing, charging into the fight. Down as well. It's up to Imma in the clutch because ZywOo has found Wonderful back and forth in that head-to-head, and now Imma with 2 to find. Goes searching. They partner up, and he finds his timing, does isolate the duel, removes Flames. Can Imma come? Clutch, he can! Clutches for NaVi, gives them the edge at our third map's half-time break.
And they execute from Vitality, straight out the gates towards double HEs.
Ooh, where are they going?
Likely would see those towards Ticket, but there's nobody home for NaVi. It's Bit spotting from the connector position, just in front of the stairs. 3 pallets, 2 ramp.
Bit, he's been having some good pistol rounds. Smoked off initially, so completely unable to contribute as they do surge into the site. The whole squad is here. Vitality plant their flag on the A site. Control of CT gained. Aware of the potential for a flash on the retake. Good nade right in the face of JL.
Dealing with that rotation. Soften them up before they come back in. 5v5. Kid in the smoke.
Who's got the better communication? Who can aim quicker on these pistols? 5 alive for both sides. Alexi encroaching. First from ZywOo down to Imma. Mezzi has ramp under their control. Imma's doing everything he can. A double kill with his USP. 2 bullets is all he has, and Spinks makes sure he cannot use them. Wonderful.
He's on it.
Oh, he's holding it. Running at him. It's gonna be a Vitality pistol. Impact from Mezzi, doubling his kills at a crucial start to this second half.
All right, that one could have got real chaotic, but we will split the pistols. First time in this series so far. Will we see the force come out from NaVi, or will they allow Vitality to get up to 7 and tie things up for 3? An investment from Imma into a Deagle, but everybody else going to keep it clean. So rifle round coming up next. This is how Vitality started their campaign in the first half. Force fire on the CT side. Well, NaVi aren't doing the same, and then they went on a spree of 5. NaVi then closed out the half with 6 consecutive to make the statement, to give them the lead. But look how quick you can drop. We'll be all tied up in a moment as Spinks getting a walk in the park, trying to take an awful lot of space over towards A. Look at all of this room. He's not getting shot at. You think nobody's home. He's clearing late when he was open to the angles, and hello. It's an absolute freebie. The rotation for NaVi should be on, but the same for Vitality. Site's clear. Heading back over, that will allow NaVi to rotate in time. We've got Apex and Connector, Spinks up in a forward position as well.
How many does Spinks get here? Long range, nice headshot, and he is going to farm up the cash. Oh, it's all Spinks. 4 kills. The ace was available to him on the other side of that wall, not to know, but cash definitely going to be splashed from Spinks. 4 kills with an SMG.
Well, doesn't him go first?
ZywOo the thief, the scoundrel.
Well, those type of rounds definitely good to lift the spirits. All 5 staying alive. Clean one for Vitality. Extra cash for Spinks in future rounds. This is a bit of a bonus. 2 Galils and a Mac 10. And this was just a farming session with Spinks. Well, NaVi, they took the eco for this moment. They wanted to bring the rifles out into the third. Let's see what they have in store. No defuse kit. Could be a problem if we get into a post plant.
Yeah, well, that seems to be the goal here. Vitality, they are going to go for a bit of a direct approach. All starting towards that second letter.
Just juggling around some util, the bomb being dropped. 3 players over towards B. There doesn't have to be a full commitment.
Just getting a feel for it. Baits out some nades. You can see the limited resources
The key is to focus on the rotations. So Wonderful has left window. He's gone to help the B bomb site. That's created a bit of a gap. It's just JL on middle and Bit over towards A. We can see that there's no pressure.
Now that's
It's a double pump. So now they're going to doubt it. The mid control utility comes in. Wonderful keeps moving. Doesn't feel like he's ahead of the play. Imma and Alexi, they question, is it even our bomb site? And we have nothing left to block with. The second wave could be deadly.
How will Alexi react? Oh, Imma getting pressure from short side, does well to find one, gets more than one. 3 kills to the good. ZywOo back with the rebuttal, but not such low HP. Alexi B ready for him. Well received. They tried deception, pulling rotations, but sent back to spawn.
Good round to deal with. Double fake. Pressure towards B, the no-go. Mid-util into play. Apex, a moment too soon on that cap play. He was later. Imma was definitely committed towards that B fight. Well, Vitality, with the clean anti-eco round, have enough to buy again. Still a very heavy approach, more towards B, at least for the start of the round. 3 over towards the apartments, 2 top middle. Nobody dealing with the extremity of the A push whatsoever.
JL just had a look in middle. ZywOo is edging out, and puts JL to bed. Imma has to take shelter in towards underpass. He has done well to at least find Apex there. And the divided attacking side. Now Mezzi pushing through the apartments. Alexi drops a smoke to play around. Spinks in the site with Mezzi. The bomb detached from this. Oh, Alexi spotted out. Does some damage to Mezzi. Alexi can't hold on. Spinks has brought him down. Significant damage dealt by the Finn, though. This should be a tough one for Vitality to close, and a nade from Bit finishes the job onto 1. Mezzi, 6 HP. Flames is still disconnected. They're looking to re-clear him. Wonderful spots him. Still another headshot from Mezzi. Does a lot with a little. Is this manageable for Flames? Oh, it is now. Bit spotted out, loses his head. Flames on a grand final stage. Can he come up clutch under the pressure? Imma's already proven he can. On the same bomb site, can Flames stop it from happening again? Opts for truck. Staying active. That smoke buys so much time. You can see Imma so paranoid of all the possibilities. Flames could be right there in it now. Respected and faded. Imma spotted out now. The info flows. Imma has the advantage, but he just needs 1 bullet. Flames just needs the headshot. Can't do it! Imma, another clutch on that B-bomb site, securing the 9th.
Oh, and there's so many details in that one. Defuse will come through. Blade, he doesn't have the good graces of the sound cues, and a smile creeps on his face. The clutch factor again being turned up on Mirage. But they pulled the rotation. I think the misstep was trying to catch Alexi as he's running towards short. They shoot just as he gets behind the pillar. It allows him to drop the defensive smoke and stay alive. This nade comes in and finishes what Alexi started. Flamesy coming in late, has the bomb, knows his teammates are brittle, uses the information almost perfectly. A moment more, there wasn't a kit with that defuse. We are coming down to the minutia in these rounds. To the difference. Vitality buy again. All in, Deagles, AKs, Galils. Util to work with, and this time, taking the pace out of things. It has been quite B-focused in the last few. Now this has the opposite flavor.
Will it be sweet or will it be sour? For Vitality trying to fend off double digits for NaVi.
That ramp smoke's an invitation for Flamesy and ZywOo to play behind it, knowing it's unlikely anybody is up close and personal with that block. Apex with the mid-utility again, so connector and window cornered off for Spinks to try and take some space. Wonderful cannot contribute. That puts JL in a bit of a rough position. What decision does he make? Backpedaling, always a safe pair of hands, and then finding that impact. Noisy on the escape. Here comes the A maneuver.
Flame spots out Bit, and he will dip back. Double incendiary in the defense, trying to delay. 37 seconds, they start the final play, the final commitment. Spinks the first to fall. Good back from Flames on Tetris. Missed orb shot from Wonderful. They stretch their legs, they pushing through. Flames has racked up a double kill so far. And he might find more. He's got the AWP trapped. ZywOo onto Wonderful, surely that's enough. With the bomb now down. CT's pushing through smokes, a boost on the sandwich, gonna be spotted out. ZywOo catches another. He's got two. And Flames leaves with three. It's Vitality making this a one-round game.
You can't miss a shot. You see, Wonderful, he gets that kill. It's a different round. They're not able to take so much space. He misses one shot and they're in. He's under pressure. He is stuck towards Ticket. The rotation's still on the way. They're smoked off. Ima gets the opener on the lurk towards Connector. No Spinks is coming. Flamesy, beautiful work from the young gun. This is what he does best, making his way in towards the site and announcing his presence. And Wonderful can see the frustrations from that missed AWP shot.
Flames and ZywOo, 30 frags in 17 rounds between the two of them. They're giving Vitality the firepower to fight. Now the edge is theirs to make this all tied up at 9 each.
NaVi haven't gone all in, they've just gone Deagle, so there's a little bit of residual cash left on all of their members. They will have to take another eco into the next if they can't get anything done right here, right now. Vitality are in a position to force themselves into the lead. They have worked hard to break NaVi down. So the financial control, it looks to be theirs if they can get past what NaVi have in store. It will just be Alexi with a smoke towards B. He's told the rest of his team to focus more to mid and A. Again, no rush from Vitality. 60 seconds left on the clock. Plenty of U2 left to work with. How diligent are they?
They're just trying to catch Apex off guard, but hasn't worked out. Still, Apex
timing on this.
Spotted out. Pushing up Con. ZywOo good covering fire. A helpless spam of the D. Some damage, but nothing to write home about. Wonderful, the last to fall, and we are dead even in the second half of our third. This is absolutely a marathon, not a sprint, Chad. 2 maps in, dead even. But as you said, that double economical, they gave it a go with the pistols.
In fact, they get nothing out of this with the stack, and I thought the flash towards Connector was well timed, but there wasn't the conviction with the swing when the players were turning, too many bodies. Great work from Vitality. That's the type of round you want to see. Setting themselves up for what is looking to just be an A execute. Got everything they desire. The smokes will be in play, the mollies too. And they should walk away with this one, no dramas.
A comprehensive site take. Flight paths outlined. Everyone knows what they have to clear. Spinks has managed to clear out the triple box. A little bit of a jump scare for Flames as it's finished off by the JLD. Pushing sandwich, Alexi does contribute as well. This aggression with the USP has led to a couple of kills. And JL's Deeg, all that remains. Mezzi spotted out, hard headshot to hit. Mezzi makes it look easy.
Yeah, the only way that works for NaVi is when the first USP kill comes in, if they all just follow. When that attention gets drawn and then the next player swings, because they need a moment to line up those shots. But you know who else needs a moment? Blade. Second tactical timeout in this map so far. NaVi worked hard within that first half to put themselves into a 2-round lead. Coming into the second, they lose the pistol. They take the eco into the follow-up. The guns come back out, and now we are back and forth with Vitality. 1 round to the good. Vitality, no slouch on Mirage. Don't let the fact that NaVi, 12 in a row for them, take away the fact that Vitality have 8 consecutive of their own. And then we remind you one more time that these two teams have not played this year. So that best in the world on this map, I'm sure Apex was waiting for his opportunity to put his teams up against the test of NaVi's.
Is this where that trend breaks for Apex's third attempt at a trophy in Cologne?
I don't think he's ever had this much support at Cologne. Golden Hornets on one side, the NaVi Nation on the other.
Yeah, an arena divided, and at the moment, inseparable. NaVi 9.
Oh.
And hang on, Im has taken a leap towards a 10th.
Apex has just gone for a captain's play. He is just trying to eke his way out of the apartments through the smoke.
IEM receives it comfortably, his 17th. He's definitely present and correct. Comfortable on the big stage is IEM.
And this is where he does his best work, Mirage. There it is, you can see Apex. He's going to be punching air. Number disadvantage, difficult solution for Vitality to find. 2-2 split, Flamesy and ZywOo. The firepower through middle.
Good flash, does catch him, but ZywOo had the cover. They don't overextend. That's the timing. Just as ZywOo looks away, pulls out his nade, they aggress. JL and Alexi B impress. A 10-10 scoreline imminent. Mezzi gives it a go, supported by Spinks. A headshot found, and no, a second onto IEM. A bomb plant, unlikely. The Flames deny it for a couple more seconds.
There's another one where that came from.
Alexi has one lined up. That's perfectly timed.
That's going to spread wider.
Has to tuck and respect it. 24, that smoke's not going to last forever. Mezzi from Palace, begging that bomb to be planted. Is wonderful in a position to run at this. A fake as well. They're taking their time, hoping the frag comes their way. Holding it now, wonderful strafes out. It's JL first, and it's 10-10. Trading blows here on Mirage.
Oof, I think that one got a little bit dicier than it had to. Bit could have just stayed tucked towards the site. Didn't need to overstep the mark. A couple of kills, they get in, the bomb goes down, but the cash was always there for Vitality. This was IEM dealing with Apex. And JL, the timing couldn't have been better.
Yeah, lulled into that false sense of security. You're flashed, no one's peeking. And JL finds that window of opportunity. And you know what? He's back on the mic. Blade. He wants to ensure NaVi are equipped to start Inferno a map away from the Cologne trophy.
I wonder if this is, he's heard something come out from Alexi in that moment that he's wanted to change.
That's possible too. Because to use it now...
Exactly.
It's a big decision.
Their finances are the ones that are more troublesome. Vitality have a little bit more residual cash. ZywOo, Apex, in buy territory. Mezzi's going to be the same. Whereas NaVi, if they lose everything, it's hard to justify what the purchases are going to look like down the line. And we are at the home stretch of Mirage. Wonderful has had the AWP, only 8 kills to his name. His equal on the other side, ZywOo with 18. This is Poppy, this is explosive.
They're testing Bit, he's all alone on this A site. Where is the support? IEM tries to help him, but Bit's headshot's good. Delivers, passes the first test, but Spinks and Mezzi have opened up the A site. Spinks from mid side, Mezzi from Tetris. Wonderful, as you discussed. Only 8.
They got to deal with Spinks, they got to find him. Wonderful has to worry about 180 degrees right now.
But he's just faded away. Let's Apex cook. Takes the stairs with the boost. IEM on CT. And perfectly timed on the clear, anticipating the boost. Missed shot from ZywOo. IEM pieces out, repositions.
They're
and
failing.
Spinks is running. He's gunning.
Alexis has heard this.
He seems aware. This is the fight that determines if that B site is lost for NaVi. Alexi B passes it. And now what do you do? Mezzi and ZywOo disconnected from the game plan.
Look at the wrong way!
Oh, what are you looking at? Wonderful's back turned, and it's an equalizing frag given on a silver platter to the man born the day Counter-Strike released. Partners up with Mezzi and slips just past the window of opportunity. It's IEM's responsibility. Uncertainty.
Alexi from Cat, he's making a move.
For Vitality. NaVi the same.
Searching CT. Being so diligent about this, they're going to have to plant safe side behind the triple box.
Worried about everything. Mezzi punching in the covered by ZywOo. IEM encroaching. A nice spam. Alexi B brings down the planter. It all falls to ZywOo. What can he deliver? On the grand final stage, 2 against him, he gets baited. IEM, Brave! Soda Brave brings the fight to ZywOo to seize the lead.
A hugely impactful round from IEM again. A clutch to take them into half-time, and now run to post 11. His rotation to CT. Apex not ready. Baiting out those shots. He's on his own. Alexi wasn't close enough for the trade. Zaiwu says Imma. Wonderful made to look foolish here. Worried about the lurks, the limp out towards the A side. Just looking the complete wrong direction. But Imma, he has got the hot hand right now. The bravery to take that duel. And the death slam for Apex. As mentioned, the money, it was going to be there for Vitality. That plant helps even more so.
Out mid with a point to prove. Flames spamming smokes. It's apparent that mid is under their control.
Finally, pressure applied. 65 seconds remain. They're going to get the boost up towards short.
Good timing for this, and yeah, more than they bargained for on the other side.
There's
of it.
wonderful.
Wonderful door. An opening death for Apex. Frustrations will continue to compound. JL spotted. Flames on the mantle up, spots out the short player. Zaiwu with that AWP, looking for anything. A re-aggress. And it's too comfortable for Zaiwu. That's a nasty death for JL. Zaiwu has found it, and he might do more. Imma's not scared of Zaiwu. That is a clear. Alexi B defends his site honorably by finding Spinks towards the apartment. That moves him, forces him wide. Flames is into the site. Alexi B, that could be exposed. So much responsibility on the captain here. They're coming in from every angle. How has he got Zaiwu as well? Now Imma's present, omnipresent. And there's a 12. NaVi, what a way!
The IEM is shot for a mortal right now.
Wow,
he can do no wrong in these fights. Swinging into an AWP. Just going to take the jewels. And that's going to be the last time out from Extaz. Those funds depleted for Vitality, and they just want to keep this thing going. Wonderful finally finds something with the AWP, and it's on to Apex, who's been getting desperate with some of these plays. The Palace Walk, the Connector Lear, no trade potential, no space to be taken. NaVi have put Vitality under pressure, and they are crumbling. 3 consecutive for NaVi to draw themselves up to 12. If there's anything left in the tank, they need to find it now, Vitality. An AK for Zaiwu, a hero move required.
Round 23, is this the last of Mirage? Will NaVi extend their dominance on Mirage? Another win. 1 round away, or can Vitality fight back with limited weaponry? Eyes on the prize, Zaiwu with the AK. Wonderful doesn't succumb to these early flashbangs, does not pull the trigger, bides his time. Has to hit this. Oh no, he's let it go. Messi opens up the site. Bit will activate, but he's exposed in the flames. A quick extinguish, quick thinking. Spam is there. Flames. How is Bit still shooting? He puts some damage onto Apex, but already looks good for Vitality. A direct and brutal approach.
Gotta be the calculator call. NaVi can't justify this. It's just the financial conversation at all of these maps because they're so close, because they're so back and forth. And the fact that Vitality break through with Wonderful, who is clearly feeling the pressure. Wobbly on the first shot, they're out, they open in. Imma, who's been the hero in the last couple falls. You think, Bit, can he be the closer again? The pressure, the molly's there, the smoke comes in, but he gets traded. And Vitality pull off the heist.
That was punchy, that was explosive. And Messi as well, you know, yes, a missed off shot, but someone's got to hit that shot with a Galil long range, and he does it.
Yeah, you have to punish the mistake, you have to punish the miss, and they definitely did. Well, no timeouts left. Take your 20 seconds. That's just freeze time. We're going to get straight back into the action. Joe can drop a rifle. Alexi just shy of the 2900 mark. Could drop a FAMAS, maybe just an MP9. He might take the MP9 for himself. He will do. So Bit as the A anchor MP9, Alexi as the B anchor the same. Rifles for the mid defense, kits in play, util there. And they like the way that one felt, Vitality. Search early with the boost. Stepping stool for the AWP. Spinks making sure it doesn't seem too obvious, applying a bit of pressure over towards B, but hold up a second, there's been a bit of a reroute. It's not just looking like they want to shove. Hedging back now into something a bit more default as Alexi working on space. This puzzle taking shape, lucky to be alive, deep smoke. What does this change within the round? Almost feels impossible to head towards B, knowing that they could be pushed up. Unless you wait this out, once the smoke starts to fade, you could go in for the clear, but time is something Vitality will be lacking. A minute and 10 feels like a lot to work with now, but when you want to take this to overtime, that clock is going to be trickling past. Time is of the essence.
A must-win round. 60 seconds to find it.
Short boost again, short boost again.
And JL gets the information onto Flames.
Yeah, with the jump.
And now they take the fight. IME deleted by Flames. Oh, he comes together with ZywOo for a nice double.
It's bit again.
And only an SMG. What's he supposed to do? Brings down the house on A. Bomb to be planted. JL and Alexi B trying to stop it from going to overtime. Have Vitality done enough? It's looking awfully good. Apex staring at the smokes. Alexi B hoping for an overextension. Mezzi, that third piece. He will be the catalyst. Holding the cross. A shot from Apex connects. And now what can you do? JL's only got the orb. Helpless as he accepts there are more rounds to be seen on Mirage. We go to overtime.
The gumption of both of these teams. Just when the chips are down, the finance is broken, you think they're done, you think they're dusted. Flamesy pulls out an opener on IME, who has been having a great game over towards Connector. This feels like this is exactly what this best of 5 deserves. All the rounds, overtimes, give us more.
Deviation from the norm. Hyper aggressive from Spinks. Bip from the elevated angle delivers an opening kill. Trying to mix it up into OT. Do something you haven't done before. Flames information there. Apex walking through a smoke into JL. A comfortable collection. And wonderful seals the deal.
Now we're brawling.
Like the gloves just come off. It's overtime and suddenly we're bare knuckle brawling, boxing, charging up ramp. And NaVi have received this well.
This is where the individuals get put on display. The decisions under pressure. Well, Vitality, they were the ones running with that momentum, taking us into overtime. It was NaVi's chance to close. Now, both teams need to pick themselves off. Pick themselves up, dust themselves off. As it is just Mezzi. First to the 1v5, won't make it the second. IME with the close, some AKs scavenged, carried through. 3 to work with. And that was Spinks, trying something different, trying something risky. Hey, I'm just gonna run out A and try and take the fight against Bit. Wonderful delivers on his. Everybody lining up the scoreboard for NaVi. Well, ZywOo into another AWP is gonna be out of funds very quickly.
Must win. Wonderful. It's an aggressive position.
This feels like the type of round that Alexi's reading. They'll go back to the A execute. Just take a look at the Bit and IME setup. That's not the case.
Oh, he's got that smoke to play with, so he's allowed to dip away on the flash and cross. Flames gets himself across to the mid boxes.
Didn't feel that under pressure, otherwise he would have dropped the extinguish. Just happy to play on the cusp, keeps himself open to that short fight. So didn't really expect there to be too much more behind it. And by holding on to that smoke, a freebie for the window.
That's ZywOo's cue to start looking con. A smoke from Apex. Now we can start
Look at the rejig of the CT setup.
Oh, they really are leaning. JL Alexi short side. And Orb, he won out this duel before onto JL. Mezzi with the bomb as well. Are they re-aggressing? They're re-clearing. Good timing from JL. He's not ready for ZywOo. But now they're ready for Alexi. Important trade from Flames. And now Wonderful catches the bomb on the way in. He tags up Spinks as well. Can NaVi really find 2 consecutive on their CT side? It's Apex who's completely disconnected, and Spinks will have to wait. Bomb on B, Apex working his way towards catwalk, towards that short side. He knows there's an AWPer on that site. Wonderful, not so active on the line. Intermittent checks on the bomb, he's missed it. Apex forces him off the line, puts that AWPer down to just 1 bullet. 1 bullet would do it with Wonderful. 14 seconds though, you need to plant, and Spinks has opened up the opportunity. Scooping up the bomb, you have to get past Bit, but he does fall off the angle. 8 seconds, they flash as the bomb will go down. Nade won't finish him off. Bit and Immer trying to get in, but Spinks denies. It falls to Immer again on this B-bomb site. Has he got another one? Spinks! A triple kill and a clutch to get Vitality's overtime started.
Oh, he likes the way that one feels. Deletes Immer on the way in, and I don't know if NaVi knew that the bomb was down. Immer was still in A. He literally went into Palace. They didn't even try and fortify the package. Apex had a free avenue up catwalk. That's why Immer was so late to this.
We saw Wonderful re-clearing there, and the bomb obviously would have flashed on the map, but perhaps they didn't note it initially. Okay, fighting middle, awkward for Immer. Throws out the extinguish, but can't get out his gun out in time. Another opening from Flames. He is comfortable on the stage. Wonderful's finding Spinks, avenging Bit, but look at Apex. He is already burrowing into the B-bomb site. Wonderful, good connection. So Flames' party has been crashed.
So many gaps to concern yourself with, and look how entrenched Apex is.
No one's there.
You have to call it back, surely, with how far forward he is.
But look at...
They're wondering if it's been a B apps push, because Alexi's still alive. Is he clear?
Apex positioning alone has won them the kill onto Alexi. A necessary trade. Wonderful activates. It's all been Wonderful so far.
There's still time to pivot. They do not have to finish towards B.
Are they going to really run into Wonderful with a hot hand? 3 kills deep into the 3rd round of overtime here. Peeking through, spotted out, lives on. What have you got? They're jumping at him. Tags up Zywoo, knocks off his boots. Tugs in as Mezzi's hunting. A hard shot to hit. He's not far off. Gets his eye to the scope, but Mezzi brings him down. JL already brought low. 12 HP, 1 versus 2, but they're not looking. They're not ready for JL. And Mezzi, it's his turn in the spotlight. Secures the lead at the half of OT.
You were thinking for Wonderful it was better late than never, and he showed up with a massive round. If he connected as opposed to the leg shot, that's their round to take. He was looking hot. Played ahead, Apex not ready for 2 over towards Market, but it's Mezzi. Wins out the 1v1 on the low HP JL. We swap sides. We get ready to go again. Blade trying to recenter them with the tactical timeout used in OT. Gonna need 3 straight on the T side to get this done. 2 just to secure double overtime. Vitality might be looking to steal away another map pick. Do they go back and forth?
This roster was built for trophies. Getting Zywoo on contract, you have to build a trophy contender around him. That's been the task Apex has set forth, and now here, 8 months deep, Vitality are in pursuit. But they're first.
This is the team of 2023 going up against what, with this trophy, could become the team of 2024. Major winners, NaVi. Looking to silence the critics. Looking to reinforce their #1 in the world spot. Have to work hard for it now on the T side. Remember, we've gotten definitely into the thick of things, the excitement at an all-time high, but there's streaks on the line for both these teams, as far as Mirage is concerned.
Neither team can likely remember what a loss on Mirage feels like. Someone is going to have that sobering reality at the end of this OT.
Someone is going to be 1 map away from lifting. All right, well, the pressure, it's encapsulated right there.
And Spinks, woof! loses his head. Imet, a one tap straight to the skull of Spinks. Nice from Flames. Imet looking the wrong way. Bit from Palace, but Apex has been completely overlooked. They're not looking at it. Wonderful's a free frag. Oh, Vitality looking for 15. It's theirs. Apex double to secure it. 2 opportunities. 2 map points in the third of this best of 5. Alexi B, a lick. HE, bullet. Finding him top mid. The pressure to call the right shots here. He needs 2 rounds just to see another overtime.
Trying this one again. Emma sticks the landing this time round. Emma, active immediately. This is a classic.
This is very cheeky.
And in this environment, this is insane.
Especially now, the bit has actually found Apex from the Palace position, a long-range headshot. This is insanity from Imet, flags into Spinks. Messi though overlooked, and a double kill with the bomb in his feet. Gives Vitality a chance to end it here despite the heroics of Imet.
Flamesy bolsters the defenses up through underpass. They've got 2 sitting on the bomb.
Coming in for him though, Messi tries to keep him at bay. The Flames on the floor, Messi goes activated, it's Imet good for it. And from behind, Bit will strike. NaVi seem to have converted him as brilliance.
Zaiwu is in a pivotal position. He can play between either side, knows where Alexi is.
Deagle headshot required. Lexi's holding, passes the test. 1 map point for Vitality, or NaVi force us into another overtime.
You've got to wonder, was that the plan in the last round?
Perhaps. Just let's do it again and let's not mess it up.
Just so many more bodies towards connector of that piece. I suppose he needs to get the space for them to be able to pivot, so the gap was pipped. And Emma continues to be the hero, but Messi almost spoiled the party for the NaVi fans with that double. This got so chaotic.
And that gap IMF found is a product of their reaction to the con smoke. They boost up over it. Perhaps they're aware that that's going to be unoccupied upon the connector smoke. He slips in the back lines, opens up the B site, still a laboured affair thanks to some heroics from Messi.
The brains of both of these teams attempting to make adjustments. You get 1 tactical timeout in each set of overtime. Doesn't carry over, needs to be used, so Xtaz, why the hell not? But that also gives Blade the opportunity, so both coaches and captains a chance to confer on how they want to try and finish this round. Vitality win this. They're going into Inferno, 1 map to the good, 1 map away. NaVi win it, we go again.
Oh, the balls to go for something quick in such an important round. Integral, Imet clearing corners rapidly. Flames maybe going to be overlooking this. Yeah, they have. JL finds Zaiwu early, but Spinks is kicking up a fuss. Alexi from Con, and NaVi, they want more. Defending their streak valiantly with T-side consecutive, unless Apex and Messi can do the improbable. There's good damage, finding JL, they know where they both are. Now on Sandwich, he gets away, reposition, smoke guising the advance of Messi. But so much damage onto Apex, and yeah, finished off by Alexi. Messi, what can you do? The first is clean, but Emma says, we need another. 15 each, we need more rounds. Both teams fighting tooth and nail to keep their Mirage win streak alive, to be 1 map away from that Cologne trophy.
You think Spinks, right? I've spoken about this a few times. Vitality can throw these looks that are outside of the box because of the way that NaVi's structured Counter-Strike works. Spinks, the short defender, was in the A side. You feel like in that situation, the setup is good. Vitality have made the right call.
It's execution as well. Crosshair on the head and all that. They are going to be going for something quick at Poppy mid. Alexi B already, look at him, look at him! Ahead of the play, Zaiwu has nothing to report. How has he gotten here already? 1 minute 39, Alexi behind enemy lines, Messi spots him out. Smoke to get himself out of trouble. Early pressure, early mid control. Apex, worried about ladder.
Vitality aren't grouping up for a crunch on middle. Staying in a pretty standard hold, but they know that they're under a lot of pressure. Apex is somewhat committed towards this position because they know Venroom has given up. Look at this, he can't really move. He doesn't have support to get out. That window smoke does give him an option.
ZywOo just looks away there, just averts his gaze as Emma had a look.
Another good call from Vitality. Spinks over towards A, ZywOo 2, Flamesy here. Bomb on JL towards ramp.
Oh, what is that from ZywOo? Disgusting double! As Bit does put him to rest. Is there more to be said? Bit and Alexi seem to think so. Heading into the A side, Spinks still here. Nice for patience from Apex, rewarded onto Alexi. The A side occupied, and he goes hunting for heads to Bit. Brought down after taking out the captain. Mezzi and Spinks to avenge their fallen comrade. Just JL, and Spinks with his knife out, tucks in, fakes the shot, and it's good from Spinks! Pulls it off! A risky maneuver. The counter-strike is high intensity today in this grand final.
Oh, selflessness there as well from Spinks, playing to be traded with that jump out, knowing if JL wants to take the fight, he's just trying to draw the crosshair and does it perfectly. But this was a beautiful flick down from ZywOo, shutting down the onslaught through connector, teeing Vitality up for their 16th round. Magic number we're looking for right now is 19.
Oh, Flames is actually starting to test Bit on the Palace position. A quick headshot puts NaVi with a man advantage early into the piece. Trying to find early gaps and punished for it.
Yeah, no advantage really feels like an advantage in these situations. It's just waiting to see, especially with Vitality CT side, what their proactive maneuver is going to be, or where Apex calls them into a gamble. That's a miss.
Does Apex want to have a look at that? An opportunity presents itself, and yeah, the Molotov will limit his options. Immer, knife out in the smoke, trying to make a move. Making a move now is perfectly timed. Apex just gets run down. The ZywOo Warp does connect. Spinks unloading his magazine into the smoke just for the one. Immer humbles him, but that's Mezzi spamming away to convert. Puts us into a 2-1-2. Wonderful a headshot. That's all he could see. Hands a haircut to Mezzi. ZywOo thrust into the clutch. Wonderful and Bit up against him. 2 bullets in the AWP. 2 targets to find, and the first is Divine. He's taken down Bit, and now 1 more required. Wonderful, nervous, up against the Woo, up against the game, and he takes them both in the cathedral. A deity in disguise at 17. A USP.
Your heart stops.
A USP.
Wonderful's even hanging around to take the fight. The plant is open, he's trying to get away. And Wonderful's woes continue. A 2v1 that should have been NaVi's. But ZywOo happened.
Surely an inevitability, but how do you shake that off? So deep into Mirage.
And that's the thing, when you go up against Vitality, when you go up to the greats of the game, when you go up against ZywOo, you know you can attest a couple of rounds, especially once you're getting into overtime, to his name. It's fine. But when the pressure of the grand final stage, map number 3, your turf, 12 consecutive, you have to take that time out. You have to try and cool things down. You have to see if you can bounce back. And that's what I'm saying about these opening kills. These advantages, they don't guarantee you anything in this arena.
Flames goes down early and watches that from the sideline. Smokes on A early, and a miss from ZywOo. That's awkward, especially now the bullet finds him through the box. It's up to Flames on the site, does well onto JL, but Alexi B trades through. Re-aggression, Apex through the smokes, anticipated, ZywOo's nade finds Wonderful. Alexi B's doing everything he can, fake plant, Spinks lingers short. And where's Irma? Completely isolated between the two of them. Alexi B pauses, lets Irma come to him.
ZywOo's timing.
He's coming through short side. Irma could be exposed here. We know he can hit these flicks. He's got the hot hand right now as well. And he's done it. Alexi B caught off and through the boards. 18, a perfect half. ZywOo, the main event in this grand final. Map 3. Both of them. Earning the adoration of the Lanxess Arena.
Well, this is what we expect from ZywOo. This is what you want to see from ZywOo. This is why the name is one to be feared, and you just sit back and you watch it unfold and you bask in its glory. The Hornets worshipping his impact, and you feel that that has to be enough for Vitality to get the job done.
It's fast, Chad. They're charging into Bit. It's a meat grinder into the first. They just wanted to throw it all at their A site, and now repelled. Bit doesn't waver, delivers another.
Oh, ZywOo, give us it again, a 1v5. You're heating up.
To keep it perfect. Little bit of fear, I'm sure, for Wonderful.
Those other rounds, they were definitely within ZywOo's wheelhouse. This is the impossible.
But with the bomb on his back.
Boys, keep fucking believing. Come on, boys. We can still fucking come back.
Let's go. Are we talking about a comeback?
Is he going to give this one a look?
I'm not sure he's sure.
Haven't had a lot of these lengthy saves this series.
This is new. What do you make of a pacey call when you're up 18-15? The first round T side, Apex says, let's just charge.
Well, this is it. This is where the in-game leader brain really plays into action. You have 3 opportunities. Do you want to take the fast option first, or do you want to save it until the end? You could just go default, you lose. You go default, you lose. Then you're at the 3rd round, you go, well, okay, we're going to throw in a pace change. I like the fact that he's given it a go out the gates.
But does this inform your next call? I mean, it's not surely going to be something in the same vein.
I feel like the stubbornness from Vitality.
Oh, hello.
Well, he made us all wait. Wonderful will punish him. No loss bonus for you, ZywOo, and you lose absolutely everything. Well, you win this one, NaVi. ZywOo's going to be in a bit of trouble financially. He's been dropped the AWP by Spinks going into this. But heads-up Counter-Strike is what some of these NaVi individuals would love to play. Bit, the prime example of that. Just puts the hammer down. But they're the ones who are playing from behind.
Flames gets out, JL spamming that AK-47. 3 of those for the CT side as they look to find 3 in a row. Whoa, wonderful.
Spinks is out, and he's looking.
Stressful, stressful. Good find from Bit. Catches the walkout Spinks. Limited options for the remaining 3. Mezzi does go looking. Wonderful's hitting every shot. He takes this round, and now Mezzi, he's been heard. The lick of the flame betrays. Imek converts. And we've been here before.
I feel like let ZywOo make the opening play, shall we, lads?
Might be a good idea.
Let our AWPer, let our star player.
Oh, yes, indeed. A headshot onto JL. The AWP gone, though. As NaVi, they want to take us even further into the overtime. A 3-0 CT side from Vitality, and NaVi looking to respond in kind, more dominantly. They have died once on this CT side in overtime. 1 kill is all Vitality boast in these 2 rounds of play.
Well, they only need 5 to get the job done. Doesn't matter how they get there, just need to get there. And these timeouts again. But the confidence for NaVi, those 2 rounds being a clinic, is going to fill them with confidence. But it just takes 1 moment, 1 misstep, 1 repick, and it could all fall apart.
What have we got to start us off? Early glances at middle for either side. Bomb is going to be heading Palace early. Apex has a plan. Now it's up to Vitality to execute it. Flames takes himself out mid, off the head of ZywOo. There is visibility there. Is Apex aware? Forced away by the nade. Good damage, chunky. The pressure for NaVi to match the 3-0. And they're looking for another overtime. Can Vitality recover from an opening kill? ZywOo seems to think so. He thinks he can end it now and secure. Mirage bit, nice work. Spams him down to 19 points of health. Catches Mezzi swinging, but Spinks and ZywOo, they're in it. Bomb on his back. Players above him and beneath him. What a headshot from Spinks. That's a leap in the right direction. Oh! Down to Spinks. It has to be wonderful. Redemption on the menu if he can just hit one more shot.
He's got a nade. Spinks is low.
This could be enough. He has to not overcook it. Spinks versus Wonderful. He's thrown out his nade, swaps to the AK. He's nervous. Spinks looks calm. Ready. 20 seconds. He's hoping Wonderful overcooks it, overmoves it. Hoping that the stress gets the better of the young gun. For the quad kill, Spinks will have to make a move. Time against him. Drops away. Wonderful. Oh, misses his chance. A fake plant, Spinks. Does he call the bluff? Yes! Wonderful! That is redemption! That is overtime! Again, between NaVi and Vitality.
He can forget what's become before in this map because he has kept NaVi in it. We go again. We're not done on Mirage. This is the delight we had hoped for. And Spinks lopping off heads left, right, and center. Alexi, you feel he's the knockout blow, but put the pressure on the young Ukrainian.
What a relief.
Feels good.
What a relief. For Wonderful, for NaVi, we have got to go again to separate these two titans. Now, you talk about the insanity of overtime, but what happens when you get this deep?
It's still the little details. Alexi, in that previous round, hedged towards A, play tucked in the site. As soon as Bit shows himself connector, they come out Palace, he gets a kill. It's these little details, and now it's Imma up to Bats. You'll take that one. Smoke, you can't flush me out. Throw your molly, it'll be wasted.
Opening kills, though, not always an indicator of the closer. A pack of 4 hungry Hornets. Wonderful. Forced away from the line of fire. Good work from Apex, taking space. An aid might land close. Chip damage. They're testing JL here. They are testing JL. He's brave to keep throwing bullets down range and still delivers a headshot onto Flames. Traded by Mezzi. Alexi lingers. 35. Time pressure. 2 players here. It's Mezzi responsible for it with the loss of Apex. It's awkward. Caught with his nade in his hands, and ZywOo again left alone. He's got nothing. 4 against him. Wonderful again for NaVi. They take the first of this OT.
Well, for many in the serve up, this is their first time in the Lanxess.
One hell of a debut.
Vitality were here last year. Slightly different roster. But they're just taking their time, basking in the glory that Cologne has to offer and putting on a show.
Just the 1 casualty in their first CT round. Can NaVi keep it clean?
This is all in towards middle for both teams.
Wonderful. With that orb between the wickets of two, swinging out wide with his white screen. It's actually JL! The flashes from Immer in perfect unison. Flames and Mezzi sent to an early grave, but ZywOo does the same, finds wonderful short side. Apex looking for JL here. He might overlook him, spots him out. Ooh, a dink.
Damn.
Impressive to find even anything after the hunt from Apex, and that does have him walking wonky. 10 HP, uncomfortable for Apex as he still looks to pivot, leaving ZywOo ladder side.
Alexi's position, he's open to short.
I suppose thinking Bit might have info there. He's not currently active on it.
He's repositioned, so aware of the possibility. Apex has donated the bomb to Spinks, said, here, you take this. Back around the world, so up through the underpass is Spinks. ZywOo from short is going to have to try and pick into A, and he's grabbed another.
Oh, awkward, very awkward now for him. Alexi B is so far away. Vitality surging into the side. ZywOo looking the wrong way. Gets the info, gets away. How is Immer doing this again? Spinks doesn't think he is. With 14 seconds, that bomb will be planted. Alexi B, known to be the B anchor. Uncertainty for Apex, considering CT. Alexi advancing, a smoke will cover him. Ineffective nade. On the crawl. NaVi's captain. Makes his way in, considering the options, has no answers towards the ramp side, and with his back turned, he's brought low. No response from ramp, time-sensitive mission for Alexi. And Spinks has actually got past completely. Oh, outmaneuvered, outplayed, and it is 19 each.
Good impact for ZywOo. He's definitely showing up, finding the kills that the team needs. If they're able to play into rounds and just get obliterated, allow ZywOo to play in. Here it is. Bang. This is after the JL double. Feels like a different round, doesn't it? Right, with how long this took, but ZywOo with impact to draw them back into it, and with how that round started, I feel like that should have been NaVi's.
They'll be feeling the same. This roller coaster of emotions and Counter-Strike continues. Just trading blows. In our third overtime, 22, the magic number. Wonderful. Oh, the perfect read of the situation. Flamesy unloads his mag into the smoke and finds the young Ukrainian. Can Vitality convert the opening? Do NaVi have the capacity to jostle back for control? At the disadvantage, Apex sending his troops.
Alexi.
Into Alexi's domain, it's an AWP. Oh, a missed shot! And Alexi B thrives! He's actually got a second! Grabs ZywOo's AWP! And in pursuit of more, but here's Mezzi and Spinks hitting their shots and seizing the advantage for themselves. Bomb already going down on B. Bit and Immer, what can you do? Apex is going to join the party. An uncomfortable retake.
An impossible retake.
There's nothing for you here. All the time in the world to set yourself up through the flames. A headshot from Bit is unbelievable. Spinks has him on the cross though. Spinks has him locked in. Apex managing his angles, ready to be in the fight. Spinks hasn't finished off his meal and Apex goes down.
They both got mollies.
How are they doing this? How is this reality? The nade can catch on the cross. It's perfect. Does not find him. Running him down. Spinks a clutch. It's his for the taking. Immer hits the head. I'm not sure.
He's got time!
Oh my God! NaVi! Daylight robbery in the Lanxess!
I can't believe the scenes that we are witnessing right now! That retake was impossible! Bit, a laser beam to the back of the sight!
How do they pull it off? Immer and Bit late to the bomb site. Spinks jumping out, knowing the plant's not for him, and with 1 millisecond in it, the defuse comes through. Holy!
Here's a change. Vitality, CT side, double AWP. We don't stop.
Alexi B, a lone ranger. Pressure onto Mezzi as well in this B anchor position. Still has his smoke. Brave for a jump and actually opts to try and smoke off the apartments. That could be an invitation to push, and they are creeping. Contact walk in, and the flash forces them into the line of fire. Mezzi does well to convert. Mezzi, this one-man army, defends his site honorably. Sends NaVi back to spawn. Unless Imer and Alexi have got anything more to say about this one, they don't look good. As Alexi Shaw found one on the extremity, found Spinks in the smoke, but the site is lost. The bomb lies with Vitality's defense, and Mezzi passing his test on B. His smoke and a flash, and he used them both. But this is perfection.
This is what's crazy. We're going to catch it in the replay, but it's the right call. Alexi has the B defender, the short player, stuck over towards vent room. It's only Mezzi on the site. Apex is having to rotate in. The call is the right option. It's the right play. Mezzi just stands up. The individual difference makers. Mezzi needed the multi. He needed to stall them out, or they would have cracked in and then the retake would have been on. He's under so much pressure. The rotation point can't be Spinks. He is stuck. It needs to be Apex. Spinks still contributes somehow.
And that ZywOo flashbang flying over to enable the multi-kill to be converted. We find ourselves dead even 40 rounds deep in the third map of this grand final. Black and yellow behemoth. I've described NaVi. Now Vitality packing a punch themselves.
Right now, at the top of the scoreboard, ZywOo on one side, 36. Immer dead even.
Couple of 40 bombs could be brewing here. Couple more rounds in it. This is the round, though, the winner of which will have that map point to work with. Apex is playing a dangerous game here, but the flash is there in support to get him off the ledge, get him off the lip, and get him out safely.
Oh, he's hanging around. Wants to see if he can catch anything. Everybody's sweeping top mid to try and punish that type of a play. Will stall and buy himself more time with the Incendiary. Alexi aware of the possibility. Spinks starting to push as well. Emboldened now at Vitality.
Yeah, and ZywOo's going to provide some covering fire as well. The Overwatch with the AWP. Alexi B is going to have more than he bargained for any moment. Now it's Apex versus Alexi. Apex favored in the exchange, puts Alexi down to just 11. A headshot from the M4A1.
The Spinks is unknown, hard to clear.
Hang on the timing on this. Yeah, his fingertips down and out, but look at him. The sharpshooter. A clean headshot onto Spinks. Bit tried to find a gap through the Palace smoke, but goes down. Solid work from the A anchor. Flames and Apex have connected. Apex in rotation. Wonderful and JL trying to get across. Flames is on the other side of that smoke. He might be overlooked here. JL, yep, running straight into Flames. A double, make it 3 in defense of A. Vitality's anchors in back-to-back rounds, defending their site admirably. A map point. We've been here before. Can Vitality break the streak and extend their own? Looking for their 9th and to deny the 13th.
This is the third time Vitality have been in this position since forcing overtime. They have been the ones who should have been in the position to close time and time and time again. NaVi have not relented. They have not given things over. They have stayed in with the fight.
Alexi B out mid, has a look at Spinks, takes down the short player, a gift. A real opportunity for a 4th overtime. Mezzi doesn't seem to think so as he aggresses short, finds the AWPer. Looking the wrong way, holding W. Apex does exactly what he does best, and Flames onto Alexi.
They don't have the bomb. It's still over towards spawn. They need to go back and get this or force the fights.
And first, looks like it's a fight on the menu. Flames, can he really lock it down? A multi-kill required, and he's got himself the double.
That's going to be it. Apex found the bomb.
And the curtains will surely be closed on Mirage. NaVi 12 in a row, but it ends here, it ends today, it ends in the grand final. Vitality, 1 map away from their very first trophy of the year.